What the
What the hell, y'all?
heliante?
Oh, I started. Oh shit. Oh.
What the heliante?
We in the building. In the building. You know what I'm saying? Alex Forman in the building. We are here to review the potential album of the year, the Carter Six. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good shit. This nigga chick said y'all ready for me to come on. Said he got 5 minutes. All right, for sure. And like I said, I'm on a time limit. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that good shit down below. I don't even feel like plugging that shit. I do that every fucking time. DiFran, what's good, bro? Anything you want to plug?
Not much. We in the building here. Talk. Wayne album. I'm sure some other topics we're gonna get into, but I ain't really got too much to plug. Y'all see DiFran Daily. Go ahead and subscribe. You're not subscribed already. I'm sure if you're watching my boy Water, you probably tapped in already, but ready to see what everybody got to say, man. If anybody pop in with their thoughts on the album,
Yes,
any
sir.
other
Yes,
topics that we got
sir.
going. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So the Carter Six has been uh, teased or talked about. I think he's been promoting it for like a good year now. Um, I forgot when he dropped the original trailer. I think it was like during the Super Bowl he dropped the trailer for that.
Yeah, it was around that time, I believe, or either right
Yeah,
before it or right after, or something like that.
yeah. So it's had like a good, I won't say a year. It's been like what 6 months or yeah, five or
I
six
mean, he
months.
been, but he been talking about it because I mean, he dropped that mixtape, the fix before the six. So I mean, like he been.
Yeah, the fix before the six wasn't all that good either. I think when I heard that shit, I was like, I kind of went into this shit not really having any expectations, and I feel like whenever I go into new albums that come out with having no expectations, they usually exceed my expectations, which is like I kind of put a lower bar on it
Hmm.
when I'm listening to shit, especially from artists like Lil Wayne, Kanye, Travis, the big rappers of 2025.
Yeah.
Um, but he dropped it. He dropped the Carter Six. It's getting a lot of controversial opinions, love, hate, all the above.
Just
What
love
are
and
your
hate at the
thoughts on it?
same time. Hold on, let me fix this thing real quick. I don't know why the hell it says Tory Lanez. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I liked up until he started trying to like switch it up and do like the singy poppy whatever he was trying to do, and I pulled the track list up for it. But like, it wasn't like horrible to me. Like Wayne is still to me rapping like at a very high level. Now, could you critique maybe like he doesn't have the best beats? The hooks, though, they aren't the best. Like the song structure, I ain't gonna say the song structure is really great either. But does Wayne rapping to me is still like a high level rapper. That's like my biggest takeaway. Like I said, are the songs the greatest thought out, put together songs? No. Are some of the beat selections not that great? I'll give you that as well. But I mean, like I said, just Wayne rapping, I'll give him that. But like I said, even like the songs and whatever the structure leading up to that, going to number, I forgot what number that was, wasn't horrible. And even like some of the later songs with the song with Manny Fresh and then the last song, the Written History, like those aren't horrible Wayne records in my opinion.
Yeah, what's good, Chig?
Yo,
What's
what's
good? What's
going on,
good?
fellas? What up? What up? What up? What are we talking about, man? The
What's
I
best
was like,
good,
album
boy, I
ever?
thought this nigga was this nigga was in a robe or something.
You said what?
I thought you was in a bathrobe at first.
Yo, nah. I'm about to step out and shit like that. Man, what y'all talking about, man?
Please.
Carter
We
Six, man,
talking.
album of the
We
year,
talking
what?
about album of the year. Yeah, album of the year.
Yo, can we get like an official rating from each one of you guys? Because I think that shit was I think a lot of people are joining the hate
Uh
train, and
oh.
I don't like
Uh
it.
oh. Okay.
And I don't want to say no names. I don't want to say no names, but I've been seeing a lot of people joining it because that shit was not that bad.
You don't think it was that bad? Like in terms of
I
what?
give it a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 out of 10. In terms of lyrics, the beats could have been better,
Yeah.
but if we're talking overall like replay value, I would definitely go back to a couple songs on the album. What about you guys?
Warder, you ain't really gave
Uh,
your opinion on it yet. What you think?
honestly, I kind of, I really do want to like. I wish there were like classes about teaching hip hop artists about protecting your mental health and shit because he's been getting a lot of hate online and I think it's honestly deservedly so because I definitely don't think there was any replay value.
Just get to it, man. Just what do you think, man? Stop trying to fluff it, bro. Enough. What do you think about it? Did you fuck with it? Did you not?
I think this is honestly, if you want my hot take, I don't even think it's a hot take. I think this is the worst album of the decade so far.
See, when niggas start saying shit like it's way more. See,
I think it is.
Niggas start gassing shit. Niggas
it's not gas.
The worst album of the decade. Every album that you've listened to this entire decade, this is the worst album. Like, come on, you gassing.
Yeah, I think.
Bro, Drake dropped just because this year, right?
Okay,
and that
right.
was that,
Get this nigga out
anyways.
Get this nigga out of here. He gotta go.
I feel like
I do know Wade dropped, right? I mean Drake dropped, right? Yeah, I do know that.
Nah, we gotta get this guy out of here.
That's not rap. That's R&B though.
Now he gassing.
Bro, stop, man. What's your actual take, bro? That is not the worst album of this, bro. Stop.
Since 2020, that's the word. That's gas. You gassing.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Like there's niggas like
I wouldn't say
Navs that drop music.
I wouldn't say it's the worst. I think it's the most disappointing for sure. Because
so out of 19 songs, hold on. So out of 19 songs, there wasn't one that you was like, yo, this shit kind of slaps.
There's like 3 that are tolerable.
Which ones?
Welcome to the Carter. I think the intro was great. It's kind of like that album is like a burger with no patty. It's like the beginning and the ending of the album are great. Everything in between is ass. Stop. And if you're saying otherwise, it's like okay, like I don't know what we're. I guess.
Yeah, you don't like the song with Jelly Roll and Big Sean and Shark,
bro. No lie, yo.
No.
Yo, that Big Sean record, bro. That is
Big Sean killed it though.
I will put that as song of the year.
Okay.
Lil Wayne, Big Sean, Jelly Roll, song of the fucking year, bro. Am I tripping?
I feel like certain people like to root for like the people that are like getting shit on constantly, just to kind of like
it's not even that, man. Not even that, yo. I didn't listen to any of the online critiques. You know what I did?
I didn't either.
The next morning, I just played it. I played it. Listen, I was like, all right, this is like, again, outside of a couple records, bro, the fucking Bono record, that shit was ass. That should have never been there. That shit was garbage. The Bono record.
Like the Jelly Roll one?
Yeah, dog, yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the guy that likes that one Spanish song off the Some Sexy Songs for You. So I mean, it don't surprise me. It don't surprise me. Yeah, Meet Your Padre. That was clearly the worst. Well, I'll say that little Ice Spice one was worse than that, but that's definitely top 2, top 3.
I'm saying even the Bono record, like niggas say, oh, there ain't no substance. That's a song with substance, but I guess
that's not the type of substance that I want. I'm sorry.
What kind of substance do you want? Good Morning America, God Bless America, everything is fine. No crime is
Welcome to the Carter. He's rapping and there's substance. He's actually talking about something. It's not overly drowned in auto-tune either. He's showing his breath.
What do you mean he's actually talking about something on the days? What are you talking about?
It doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good. I
think it's literally meant for like a soundtrack. I don't think this is like meant for the Carter 6. It doesn't sound like it's meant to be on this project.
I think that's what a lot of people are hooked up. They're hooked on like the title of this is this, so it should.
And
like,
I'm only comparing it to Carter.
If this was named like Lil Wayne Drop the World, like it would nothing to do with Carter, people might be like, okay, I can be a little bit more charitable. I think it's because it is a Carter series. Everybody's like, this has to be whatever. It's like it's cool.
Yeah,
I got a couple cool records on there.
Exactly,
it's not horrible, worst album of the decade, dumb shit. Like,
but no lie,
it's the most disappointing. It's the most disappointing album.
If you've been listening to Wayne the last like 4 or 5 years,
you're not really surprised.
Yeah, like this is what Wayne sounds like in 20.
I'm not surprised either.
Like,
then why are you disappointed?
Because like I had no expectations going into it because of that fix shit that he dropped before this. The fix before the 6, that mixtape he dropped before it was completely ass. So I had no expectations of the Carter 6. If that was the last project you dropped, I didn't like.
So then you
any
can't be
songs off.
disappointed. That don't make no sense. You can't be disappointed then. If you
But
already
if
thought
there's
last year was
19
trash,
songs, I'm expect because it's the Carter 6 though. It's still the Carter 6. Like Carter 5, you got Mona Lisa, you got Uproar. There's still songs that we still go back to and play. There's nothing.
No, but
on
you're
here
doing
like
it again, bro. You see, you're
What?
there's a comparison between Carter 6 and Carter 5, bro. Like you
I
just
can't
gotta
compare
take it as like one individual project, bro. For real.
As an individual product, it's ass.
Yeah, you have to, bro. That's how, bro. Wayne,
And it
Wayne,
didn't need to be 19 songs on top of that. It could have easily been 14, 15 songs.
he
13
definitely threw in a couple looses from like fucking 2017, 2016. But again, the features on there, most of them were pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like again, if you did not listen to like outside critique and like all the weird hate from people,
did.
bro, it was a pretty decent album. It was pretty decent.
So how many songs did you like out of 19?
I think I liked 4, but they were mainly all the feature songs.
You like
No. But for me, hold on. All right.
And you gave it a 7 out of 10?
Yeah. The rest wasn't bad, but I'm talking like favorites that I'm going to go back to, at least 4 minimum.
So you only like one more song than I do.
Huh?
So you only like one more song than I do, because I like 3 out of 19.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that the rest of it was like garbage. Like they were okay. Huh?
You don't think that's biased to say?
Not at all. Why?
How's that bias?
It's 19 songs. You only like 4.
No, if you say if you can say I really love 4 songs, the other songs they're cool, they're not trash.
Bro,
like
yeah.
We can go song by song.
We're talking.
It's not like I'm just talking out my. I've listened to it.
Like I said, the worst songs is probably like Island Holiday, Low Key Theme, If I Play Guitar, and Moolah Coming. Obviously, try to give his son a look or some shit. I don't know what he's trying to do with that one. And maybe Alone in Studio. Everything else is cool. Like even the shit niggas try to show with the elephant. Even the elephant shit, it's like it ain't that damn bad.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The worst song is the elephant.
Bro, it's not even that bad. I think it's just the production.
Any other artist would be shitting on it, bro. I
That's
swear. It's just because we like Lil Wayne and we respect him.
That shit was terrible. But outside of that record, bro, the rest was moderate Wayne record, bro. Like
par for the course.
It wasn't that bad, man. I think a lot of people are just seeing, they're just followers.
It's not
bro.
following. We have
people
ears.
saying, "Yo, and it's done."
But he's right. No, like people don't have a mind of their own.
Bro, I'm telling you, people are followers, bro. I promise you, bro. People are followers. If the reaction would have been, "Yo, Wayne is back," I guarantee you there will be more love for this album. I
100%.
promise you that, bro. This is social media, bro. This is social media.
Yeah.
So you think social media is influencing?
And I hate that, man. And I hate that because, Wayne is a legend. I just don't like how people. Okay, yeah, he's not prime Wayne, but if you've been listening to Wayne 2020, like this is on par. Like this is pretty much on par.
So Matt, what you think?
I don't think it's as bad as what people are saying it is. Like, you know what I mean?
What I'm saying, bro.
People are like,
what I'm saying, yo.
People are acting like it's the worst fucking thing to ever graze the internet. Like yeah, sure. There's definitely some records we could have did without. Like on the Island in the Sun one, like the Weezer sample, that sucks. The Elephant one, I don't even know what to say about that. But that should have been on there. Like
DiFran loves that.
If he,
I don't love it. I just don't think it's bad. I think it's because of production. Like him rapping wasn't bad. Him rapping wasn't bad. But obviously the elephant noise is a meme. Like it's like all that. So it's like,
bro, that shit was just so fucking weird and random. Like it just had no place in that record.
Nah. But look, like I gave it a 6 out of 10, bro. Was my ranking for it. It's not his best work, but it's not terrible. Like it's not. There's some bad songs on it, but I think if he sat back and cut like some of that fat out of it, it would have had a different reception, right?
Yeah.
Like if it was like 13, 14, 15 tracks maybe or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Lose some of the other ones.
So like out of all the Carters that have dropped, where would you rank this?
I would say this is definitely the worst one. Like, yeah, I would say it's the worst one.
And it's a 6 out of 10.
What's your favorite record?
My favorite record on there is the Flex one. What's it called?
Flex Up.
Yeah, that's my favorite record.
Hard.
Yeah,
That's
Fight Club
hard.
I like.
Okay.
Like even like
And
Rory, the one with his son, like it's hard. Like his son's
Rari's
obviously
dope,
chorus is like whatever, but like Wayne on there rapping, like
no,
that shit was crazy.
I like that
crazy.
record too. The Rari one with his kid is definitely dope. And the one after the intro, like "Welcome to the Carter" or whatever
Welcome
it is.
welcome to the
Yeah,
Carter.
that's fire.
That was
the
cool.
outro.
I like Sharks with Jelly Roll. The outro was good.
Sharks I like, but I don't like Jelly Roll. Like I don't know.
I didn't like his part either.
I don't like the hook. It's like really corny to me.
Yeah.
Sharks always in the water.
Really?
Like I don't like it.
Mad
Bro,
corny, bro.
that is my favorite
Yeah,
record.
it's like
That is my
but
favorite.
Big Sean completely smoked that.
He smoked that. Yo, no lie, that might be one of that. Yo, that might be verse
It's
of
up
the
there,
year
bro.
so far.
Bro, what is Chicks trying to get these hot
The Big
takes
Sean-
off, bro?
Yo, Wardus.
That was not verse
Sean
of the
Wardus,
year.
bro.
What?
Yes, that Big Sean verse.
Oh, Big
verse
Sean.
Of the year, bro.
I
What you
mean, that was
talking about?
great. I don't think it's verse of the year, though.
Yeah,
but
no.
it was good.
It's good. It's really good.
I think so.
It's probably
I think
one of
so,
his
bro.
best features that he ever did.
Yeah, it was
He
good.
smoked that. Yeah.
I thought Big Sean always delivers, though, man. Big Sean to me, he doesn't put out that much bad music. Like he usually comes with a pretty good verse.
Yeah, I just think
Marco, don't switch up now.
he just overlooked. He's in a certain era.
He is.
That Shark is fire.
The
Wasn't
BX,
saying that before.
I like the BX the plug one too.
I
was
say on that one,
yeah.
Big X Plug definitely outshine Wayne on that one. for
Oh,
sure.
easily.
And he only had
I like Ben from NO. I even like shit with him and 2 Chainz. I feel like they always do
The Candy
shit
Paint
together.
one or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
I
Or
like
Candy.
Cotton
that's
Candy.
fire,
I
too.
like that
Damn,
record.
so y'all really
All
liked
those
it,
songs
huh?
are good.
Yeah,
All those
they're
songs-
not trash
Bro,
records.
all the
Like I get the
features-
production could be better,
All the
but
features.
they're not like
were
trash. Like you said, worst album of the day. It's like, all right, come on.
Yeah, like come
I
on,
said
man.
disappointing, nigga. Disappointing. The
Is
most
it?
disappointing
Yeah,
album.
but like I think what Chig's saying is true. Like, man, like it's not that different from what he's
Like this
been
is Carter 6.
It's
been
really
doing.
not.
Like, what was that last one he put out? It was what was the name of the last project he put out?
The Fix Before the
Something-
6.
Before the something or
Yeah, the Fix Before the 6.
You like
Yeah.
that one?
that was more of a mixtape though, was it? Or
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
mixtape.
that was a mixtape. Yeah. Did you like that mixtape?
Let me tell you what's really going on the internet, right? A lot of niggas, and I don't want to bring this guy's name up because we always talk about the guy, but obviously he has some shit to say about Kendrick. So
man.
niggas hating on it because of Kendrick.
Yo, it's still early,
that's the
bro.
reason why you see a lot of
It
niggas
is.
on the internet talking shit. Let's just be
What are you talking
honest.
about?
Because of the whole Kendrick shit. That's
Yeah.
really why niggas want to hate. They want to. That's really what's a lot. Not say everybody in there, because a lot of people don't really give a
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
about that. Some people might actually
I
think
could
it's
care
trash.
less.
But a lot of internet conversation you see, where you see a lot of people
Yeah.
engaging, is because of that. They want to. That's why, like, you see a lot of niggas dick sucking Pusha T now. It's like you didn't really give a fuck about Pusha T. It's like that's what's going on. But like, it's
Yeah.
not horrible trash. Like, is it the worst Carter? Yeah, but I mean, that's not saying that when this is like a great series.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's
Yeah.
the worst. It's the worst Carter. Okay. It's like saying which one of the blueprints is the worst blueprint. It's like
It's the worst
Yeah.
one by far. Like it's not even close.
that is the worst one for sure. But yeah, no, I think you're right. I think even if the shit didn't happen because the Super Bowl shit happened, it made it even worse. But I think even if that didn't happen, the Kendrick fans would still be doing the same shit. They'd still be being like, "Oh, Kendrick's, like he's washed compared to Kendrick, man. Like Kendrick's the GOAT, bro." Like you know what they do, right?
Yeah.
But
But I mean, yeah,
because-
the fix came out in 2023. That was like, he been, I guess, preparing for this album.
And a lot of these records do sound old too. They don't really sound.
yeah,
Maybe that's why.
yeah, it's getting a lot of hate, man, for sure. It's getting a lot of fucking hate. But I think Chigs is right. Like a lot of it's just people jumping on the bandwagon. Like that's not gonna make an opinion for themselves, right? Like I listened to the project fucking 7-8 times now.
Yeah, I've listened to it 10 times all the way.
Like a lot. Like I've been listening to it driving, and the night it came out, I played it like 3-4 times back to back. The next morning, I played it another 2 or 3 times.
So
So
what do
I
you
really-
think? That even just his rapping, do you think his rapping is high level on there or no?
I
I
think
think
Lil
he's
Wayne.
rapping. Yeah, I
Lil
think
Wayne
he's
is always
rapping.
going to be it doesn't matter what Lil Wayne is on. Y'all know that Lil Wayne's going to rap. He's going to give us bars. That's just what he does. He can go.
Yeah,
to
I think
sleep.
he's rapping it. He's definitely rapping on it.
He can like
I'll fucking
sleepwalk
know.
and rap in his sleep.
Some
Like,
corny bars on there, but he's known for that anyway.
Yeah.
Bloody
I
like
just-
a period.
I just don't think, and I don't really look at the Carter series as like, oh, it has to be a whole theme to the entire album, because that's not really what I go to the Carter for. I just go for great music, great bars, occasional features here and there that are notable. But This
I
didn't
mean, yeah,
have
if you said
any-
if you said this sounds more like it should be like a mixtape than like I can understand that critique. Like that makes like I'm not. I wouldn't even.
I even think that's giving the mixtapes a disservice. This is like.
Well, I'm not talking about as early, man. I'm not talking about
Sounds
no
worse than
ceilings. I ain't
mixtape.
I'm not talking about no ceilings. I ain't talking about shit like that. Sorry for the wait, the drought. I'm talking about like the later.
This is
Like
worse than
even
Funeral.
like I'm not a human
I like
being. Like even
Funeral
though it's
more
an album, but it's like that. Like okay.
Like I like Funeral more than this. Like and Funeral's not all that either. So
I listened to the first Carter this morning too. I just had to. First time in a while.
Carter 4 by far.
I do got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there was no Drake
It's
on
Hold
this
on,
album?
what'd you say? You said is it weird? There isn't.
Yeah. There's no Drake and
Well, the
no
Nicki
Nicki.
thing, yeah,
I
the
found
Nicki
an
thing I don't
interview.
really understand, but I think the Drake thing might have to do with the label thing because
Probably.
Lil Wayne released it under Young Money, and I think Nicki and Drake are both signed directly to Republic, I believe.
Nikki, I found an interview back in 2022. They were talking about the Carter 6, and she was saying, I better be on it. I want you better make sure I'm on it. And he was like, yeah. She's like, send me something right now. So she wanted to be on it. And if he had to have, bro, if he needed that though, man. Like if he had to have a record with Nicki and Drake on it, like that's out of here. That's immediately out of here. Like that's what he needed, man. I can't honestly, I don't think there's any top charting like the track that he's got with Bono. I don't think that's the hit that he was hoping it would be,
That's his man in the garden, man.
Like the track with Bono.
Yeah, that's his talking about life, depression.
Yeah, I know, but that's not.
But it ain't gonna be a hit. I think the Jelly Roll probably in the Big Show might be the biggest record. For
I agree.
radio and like all that type of shit. Just because obviously Jelly Roll's on it and it's gonna get that type of push. But
the Bono one, he went in the red on that one. He probably paid a fuck ton to get that feature too.
I mean, when's the last time Wayne had like a big smash record like
Lollipop?
that? I mean, when's the last time he had one of those like on the radio going crazy?
I think that's when he peaked. Was 2013.
What was the one that he had with Drake and what was that one?
Love Me.
The Seeing Green.
Yeah, that was a pretty big record. I don't know if it was a number. It wasn't that big.
What? Love Me?
No, Seeing Green was a pretty big record.
Oh, yeah, it was. When I think Lil Wayne, I'm thinking like Love Me because Love Me just went diamond. So I don't know. Maybe I have too high of an expectation. Maybe I have to lower my expectations for Wayne. But.
What do you rate? What did you give it for a rating? Like, what would if you were in rate out of 10? What would you give it?
2.
A 2?
Yeah,
only a 2, eh?
Yeah.
But a 2 out of what?
2 out of 10. I think Lil Wayne's next album I think his next mixtape should be called Sorry for the Album because this was horrendous.
I don't think it was that bad.
No.
Is there
and I'm only talking about like the content, not necessarily the rapping, because he's obviously rapping. Like it's gonna be bars, it's gonna be metaphor.
But why are you talking about content when it comes to Wayne? When has Wayne been this content guy? What are you talking about? When has he been like
he has songs like Mirror on the Carter.
Let It All Work Out with
Bottom. Like he has plenty of songs like that. And I feel like people are
gonna have like one per album. And then he got songs like that. They might just not be as good, but they had that similar content.
Yeah,
are they on the same album? Are they on that same album?
Yes. Carter 4 was his last classic.
Oh, Nightmares is about a Mirror. Yeah, Mirror, that's deluxe, whatever. I guess he'd come later. He can put Drake.
Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I have to lower my expectations. Maybe I'm being too harsh.
Is there any tracks on the album that you saved to your Spotify or Apple like to listen that you're gonna listen to later?
At first, I only had 3, but now I have like 5, which I guess is an improvement.
So if you got 5 out of
19.
5 out of 19.
It's not really, you know what I'm saying? And it's the Carter, like it's the Carter. So it's not, the fact that it's the Carter.
That's not
Oh, you're actually right.
It was good.
Yeah, that's 26% if you got 5 out of 19. So I guess.
So what should I say?
2 out of 10, I guess, does kind of work.
3 out of 10, 4 out of 10. I don't know. Yeah. I do like how the album, like I said, I liked how it started and I like how it ended. King Carter, the intro was great. It felt like thematic. It just felt like an album. Like, okay, here we go, Carter 6. And then Welcome to the Carter, he was just spitting. That's probably the best rapping I've heard from him in a while. Welcome to the Carter is probably like my favorite song personally.
I don't hate bells.
Bells. I get the LL Cool J. You know, I get it. I get it. It's like, bro, it's 2025, bro.
I'm not gonna listen to it again.
I just don't. I don't hit you like barbells. It's like I'm sorry. It don't hit for me. I'm sorry. I don't care. But it was cool. The beat was cool. It's like I can't see myself playing this.
Marco goes, how come every song he was like, suck my dick and eat pussy? He's got issues with that. He needs therapy.
Yo, I got a final question, fellas, before I go. Do we think Wayne sells 200K or not?
I thought he did at first.
If he doesn't,
I don't
there's
know.
a problem.
With all the hate, I don't know.
I think with all the hate is gonna help him.
Yeah, I guess people listen to it.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's selling something with it, I think maybe if he's selling like
He is.
CDs and vinyls,
Oh,
I
if he
wouldn't be
does
surprised.
yeah, for sure he will.
He's doing the bundles. He is. Yeah, he's got like shirts and something. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely will.
I'll say 180.
I'd say
I'd say
What about you guys?
225.
If he does bundles, yeah, 230.
220. Okay.
I say 210.
It'll probably be like low 200s.
With the bundles, right?
With bundles.
I
That's
fucking
pretty
hate that, man. So stupid. Yeah, he's got a bunch of different bundles on there.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good deal. I might actually get that.
Marco said he likes shark, hip hop,
Cotton candy, peanuts. It was like peanuts. The elephant isn't bad. I think it's just that meme, a bit of that elephant noise. It's just like,
like I can see if he was trying to go for a comedic feel, I get it. Like I get it. If that's what he was trying to do, I get it. But
I kind of feel bad for him because I was watching an interview of him being like, you know, the Carter 6 is my best work that I've ever done by far. He's like, I know this is my best work. He's like, this is it right here. Like nothing tops this, you know?
yeah, it might just be delusion.
He really thought that, like, you know, this was.
That might just be delusion.
He's probably shocked that he's getting this sort of reception from it.
I think Lil Wayne's been delusional for a lot of things.
No. Well, he doesn't look at social media, right? You know, like he's got a bubble that he really never steps out of, so he might not see the
Joe Budden
feedback.
Joe Budden said it was like your man just was in jail for like he did a long ass bid and came out and then just got in the boo.
I mean that is accurate though. Not gonna lie.
He's like with the.
Yo, I'm about to go.
All right, man. Be safe.
Yo, Tiggs, I fuck with your channel heavy, bro. I watch every video. Every video.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
You're the go-to news source, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that,
Later,
man.
bro.
You guys. I'll be watching too.
For sure.
All righty then.
I kind of wanted to go song by song, but I guess y'all like it. I don't know. Y'all want me to.
We can go song by song if you
My
want.
negativity summary of this shit. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, Bells. Bells was cool. Hip hop was cool. I feel like he should have just gave that whole song to Big X the Plug and just have Big X the Plug have that song on his album.
That would have been dope. Yeah, he sounded really good on there. I like him. He's dope.
Yeah, Big X is nice. I wish he had a verse too, but he only had a hook on there. Jake Jones was cool too. That was all right to me.
There was like, bro, when I was reading about it in that Rolling Stone interview, like apparently Miley Cyrus was on it. Like the guy went to Wayne's studio. He heard the album. He was saying Miley Cyrus on it. There was a Billie Eilish fucking sample that I guess never got cleared or for whatever reason. Who else were they saying it was?
I think that's really what he needed. He just needed people to like do the hooks for him because like the Bells hook. Like if you find somebody to make an actual good hook for Bells and just leave him rapping, like it wouldn't be as bad.
But who would you have do a hook for that though?
But I'm not even saying do that hook. I'm not saying do like rename Bells. I'm not even saying do that. Change that whole shit to something else. It can be around Bells, but like change that and then just keep your verses in there.
A lot of the people that he's bringing out on tour aren't even on the album. Like Tyga's on tour with him. It's not on the album.
Yeah.
Like
Tyga would have been. Yeah. Tyga would have been perfect for one of those. Tyga's always good for like a hit here and there.
Like the co-sounding one. I forgot which one that was. What was it called? I forgot what it was called. It was kind of like I think it was Loki's theme. I think. I'm not sure.
I don't mind Loki's theme. I like Loki's theme.
Yeah, Loki. I mean, like I said, it's cool. The production, I feel like, kind of overshadowed, and also the mixing is very, very noticeably bad.
Yeah.
There were certain songs I couldn't even really hear what he was saying because the mix was so bad.
Trying to figure out like what. It's like you're right, man. Maybe he's in his. Either he's in like, well, we know he's in a bubble, but he must have people around him who's just like, bro, Wayne, you got to stop hanging out with skateboarders, bro.
Yeah, no, for real. Sharks. Like, I guess y'all like Sharks.
I don't like. I'm not huge on Sharks. I gave it a.
DiFran, you like Sharks, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Listen, it's not bad. Like when I say I like it, do I think it's like a greatest song of all time? No, but
like it's
not
cool.
like because also when I'm listening to this shit, I'm listening to it after I hear all the shit people are saying. So when I'm going to listen to it, I'm like, okay, like this.
So you're trying to like
that's not
have
horrible.
the opposite
that's
opinion?
No,
I'm trying to say if they're saying it's so bad, I'm trying to see where it's so bad. That's what I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like you said, before you changed it, the most disappointing. But like when you see niggas saying it's the worst thing that ever came out in the world, it's like I've heard shit way worse than this. Same thing that B-Dot said. He said people was like, I see y'all niggas every Friday gas up trash ass music.
Yeah,
Playboy Cardis, Yeats, like these niggas that can't fucking spit in the bucket, can't do shit right.
But you know why that is?
Good production, but you know what y'all like? Y'all like their production. Like I already know y'all like their production. So pretty much like if Wayne had better production, the album overall would be better. But Wayne by himself, like him just rapping, is good.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, there's certain choruses you could change. Like, are the songs, like the complete songs that great? No, but Wayne performing is him performing. He can get somebody maybe around him that can produce him and produce like actual records around him rapping. I think he can do that.
I don't think the real issue was his rapping. It was just the
man.
What he was
That's what I'm saying. Like the rapping is the Wayne. Like
Carter 5, he had Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa is beautiful. There isn't a
Yeah.
song like Mona Lisa on this.
Let it all work out. Let it all work out is an amazing record too.
Let it all work out. Uproar.
Phenomenal.
That was on the radio.
Phenomenal.
Like I don't. Maybe I'm. Hey, I don't know.
Well,
maybe
I know you mean, bro. I kind of agree with that. He doesn't have any real. I mean, the record with his kid is good. I think there's two, right? I think his kid is on two.
The Rari one kind of grew on me a little bit,
but yeah, see, that's what you need. So like, okay, let it all work out. That's Sanford, right? So anybody get a Sanford fucking feature on the chorus is gonna go crazy. So he need to give people like Giveon, like these people who can, enhance the regular. Even like
not even the feature, just what he was talking about. Like
he got records where he's talking about shit. He's talking like the bottom work. He's talking about shit. It just doesn't sonically sound that great, but he's talking about real life shit.
Even that, but that goes back down to the production and.
I'm all about my craft, macaroni.
That was fire. That was a fire.
No, it's not. It's not.
No. See the way you said it, but the way he rapped it, that shit was fire. The way he rapped it.
Yeah, the way he rapped,
the way he spit it was fire. Like if we would have like just word out niggas bars, we could word out niggas bars and be like, all right.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really am, bro. I really am. It's just like,
I get what you're saying
because I know it's Lil Wayne. It's like we respect Lil Wayne, his influence. He's top 5 arguably all time. I get it, but it's like if he's top 5, I'm holding him in the same standard I do as a Jay-Z, a Drake, Kanye, Nas, all that. This is not that. Sorry.
I mean, let me say Kanye been dropping trash music for the past who knows how long.
Since Donda, pretty much.
And we've clearly been shitting on Kanye. Kanye hasn't put out great shit at all since Donda.
Long time.
Yeah. But it's still Kanye, so we give him the benefit of the doubt, but it's like
I don't really put them down. Honestly, they done did so much great shit. It's like, y'all just playing around right now. All right, whatever.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. Like I wouldn't like
this album felt like.
This wouldn't be like Wayne putting out albums like this. Like I said, it's not like you wouldn't put it when you're trying to argue with somebody about putting him against Jay-Z or whatever. Now you might want to try and be like, well, Jay-Z's last album he dropped was 444, and that's like a classic. And Wayne's last, so you could use that, whatever, but he'll still always be in that top conversation. It's just like niggas ain't gonna be like, Shaq, he went to the Celtics and the Suns, and he was trash. Nigga, it's still Shaq. Shut up, nigga. We still remember the early days, so we ain't gonna do that.
The early days, but how long ago was that? I mean, like I said,
I'm talking about context of how we do Shaq. Like when people say Shaq's top 10, top whatever, they'll be like, well, he went to the Suns and he went to the Celtics and he was kind of a shell of his. They talk about Shaq, the Lakers, Shaq, the Magic.
But then again, where do you have Shaq all time though?
Top
Is he in
10.
your top 5?
Top 10.
He's not top 5 though.
But if he's never been top 5, what does that mean?
Okay, but Lil Wayne is arguably a top 5 rapper all time, right?
Yeah, some people might put him top 10. I just say top 10 because
And
a lot
he
of
just
people probably
dropped
won't.
his
A lot of people
first
won't put him.
project ever.
Yeah, 30 years in the game. Salute. He been
So
doing
that
well,
excuses
nice.
it. So he's 30 years in the game.
I'm not saying this. I'm not saying it's an excuse.
And it's
like,
not even really 30. It's actually like 04. That's when he kind of like actually popped out. Like,
well, no, he started rapping in 1999. We don't.
Yeah, but the Carter one.
He was a part of the Hot Boys.
Carter
was
one
Carter
was
1 into
2003, isn't it? Or 2002, wasn't it? Carter, the first
Carter
Carter.
1 was like 2001,
was
2002.
2002, I'm pretty sure.
Well, he didn't really.
I'm excited for the Clips album, to be honest with you.
Like,
but I'm just saying, how you see now, you see the conversation about. I mean, I guess they want to say T.I. has better albums. If they say he has better albums than Wayne, I mean, I guess I'm not gonna like really argue that. But if we start trying to put the nigga in over a place over Wayne in all-time ranking list, I mean, I don't know why we're acting like that's not a thing. I don't like we're not. Are we acting like that's not why Wayne isn't one of the like? Because like my thing is like people are saying
talking about albums.
No, I'm saying, but that's my point. That's my point. If we're saying Wayne doesn't have good albums, right, or not doesn't have great albums,
he does,
but he's top 5, and T.I. has better albums, and he's not top 10, then obviously people are looking at everything about Wayne, not just his albums.
They're looking at his rapping more than anything. He's a top 10 rapper, or top. He's not in. He's not in my. I don't think he's in my top 5. To be honest with you, he'd be in my top 10.
He might be number 5 now with this album.
I don't know. It's tough. I change. It changes for me.
I had Jay at 3, but I think Wayne is 5 now, honestly. But he's like 3 for 3 in the Carter series. Yeah, or 3 for 6. Sorry, not
3 for 6. He got. We mean Carter 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all like solid.
Like for
Carter.
classics that I consider classics would be 2, 3, and 4.
5 kind of got mixed reviews at the time. But it had a couple.
It's a lot of filler in Carter.
Like
5.
Uproar was on there. That was all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have any of those on here though. He doesn't have anything he doesn't have like when I looked at the track list at first, I was like, okay, he's got Bono on there. That's probably going to be on the radio. Jelly Roll, hey, he's going to be on the radio for sure. Like, okay, it looks like he's trying to dominate the charts here. Like he's trying to get a Billie Eilish sample. He's got Miley Cyrus. Like I was thinking he's trying to like really dominate. Is what I was thinking.
You think that's what he was
going to put a video out predicting? Like I'm glad I didn't put this out because it would have been fucking completely wrong. What? But I was thinking he was gonna. I was thinking he was gonna have a bunch of hits on here, bro.
I did. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of hits, but I would at least.
I think if that original track list was the track list that was the album with like the Drake, the Nicki, the Lil Baby, the this, like I think that would have probably been a better, like Young, like that would probably been a better album because, like I said, maybe these other people would have probably been doing the hooks and the song structure would have been a little bit different. Even like if he puts Future on it, like I think if he put these people on there that can assist him with the actual song. Mm-hmm. And not just because obviously, like you said, Wayne's going to be there, Rapping's going to be there, Metaphor, Similes, Punch, all that's going to be there every time. But he just need to make better songs.
Did you guys even look at like who produced the album, like who the people are behind the beats?
Yeah, he got some with Wheezy. He got one with Boy Wonder. Who else did I see?
I'm starting to feel like a lot of people in the industry don't really fuck with Wayne like they say they do.
Boy Wonder did the Sharks one.
You know who did Peanuts and Elephants?
I'm gonna find out
the
now.
Moana soundtrack and the
Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's crazy.
That was crazy.
That's crazy. Hamilton. Shout out to Hamilton.
Wycliffe was the executive. It says he was the executive producer on it, man. Wycliffe Jean.
Of the whole album?
It says here, well, in that interview that I was reading with Rolling Stone, apparently they recorded like 30 different tracks or something like that with Wycliffe, but there's only one on there, and it's not even. I don't think it's that good. I don't know.
He got one. The one with Bono is produced by Red One.
Shout out Red One.
I don't know who.
Young Thug announced that his debut album will be called The Carter.
I see people saying the Barter 6 can replace the Carters.
The Barter 6 is a classic. That is an actual classic.
Yeah,
absolutely. That is a classic project.
Now Barter 6 is fire for sure.
I had to listen to Carter 3 twice just so I can listen to the Carter 6.
Yeah, he announced the Carter with Drake and Nicki Minaj on stage with him in 2022 at OVO Fest. I'm working on the Carter 6 coming soon, 2022.
3 years later.
And he was spotted in the studio with Joel Santana. Like,
Yeah, he had a lot of people in the studio that even people on tour with him right now that are just not on the project. Like, you could have had LL Cool J on the Bell song, like, you know, ran from NO. You could have had like Juvenile or someone on there. Like, I don't know, like someone that clearly fucks with you. It's Young Money. Like, I don't know. I think he has a lot of yes men in his ear, honestly.
Or he's just like on his own. Like, I don't know, because okay, Manny Fresh is on there, and did you guys listen to the tape they put out like a few days before that? Manny Fresh, and it was more of like there's a few original tracks on there from Wayne, maybe shit that just didn't make the album, but it was more like of like there's a lot of older stuff he's mixing there too, and just shit like that. Just it was supposed to hype people up for the album. The intro of it sounded good.
No, the intro had me hyped up. I was like, wow.
No, like off this little throwaway one that he did, like to promote Carter 6, he put out.
Oh, okay.
Look up Manny Fresh. I think it's called ID2. Yeah. And is the intro. ID2, yeah. I think.
Polo Vision in the building. Shout out Polo Vision. What's good, Polo?
Wait a minute. Let me make sure if I can find the right one.
Yo.
What's good, Polo?
What's up, brothers?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the album of the year? Carter 6, bro. What you think?
It's Kendrick Lamar's fault that shit sucked, bro.
Honestly, bro, I was listening to it before even that whole Kendrick shit was a thing on social media. I was like,
Nah. I actually listened to it. I took notes, and I was trying to like it. The nigga Lil Wayne could really rap, but he kept talking about getting his dick sucked and eating pussy every song. I just
that's what Wayne does, though, right? That's the Wayne that we love, right? Keep the pussy Microsoft like Windows Vista. Like that's the Wayne we love, right?
I mean,
album of the year.
When I listened to The Funeral, I was like, yo, Lil Wayne could really, really rap, bro. That's when I really, really thought he could rap. I fuck with Lil Wayne. There's certain people that's super nice, and I just don't, like I don't want to listen to just niggas rapping. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne is probably one of the best rappers that just raps. Like his wordplay, his word association game is crazy.
It's the mix before the 6.
But I don't know. I listen to that shit. I like Sharks. I don't know. Y'all niggas say I don't like Sharks. I like Sharks.
I feel like that's meant for a soundtrack.
It's just, I think that's one of the better songs. That's actually a good song outside of him just rapping good on it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's rapping good on everything, I think, for the most part. Like lyrically, he's not like whack. But hip hop, I like hip hop. I don't think y'all spoke about that song.
Yeah, we talked about it briefly.
You want Big X?
It got I don't know, Mike Jones' brother. I don't know who the fuck that is. Y'all know?
Jay Jones on the track. Yeah.
Is it Mike Jones' brother?
He said Mike Jones.
Is it actually?
I don't think that's Mike Jones' brother.
I don't know. I never heard of him.
He could have used Mike. I think he could have used Mike Jones on the project.
The niggas, he sound like Bun B. That's the nigga that sound like Bun B on there, right?
Yeah.
That's the other. That's the other guy. One of them.
Big X the plug. Obviously, he from Texas. He got that like deep voice. But I don't know if he sound like Bun B though.
I thought he sounded a little bit like Bun B-ish. But I like that song. They went in on that shit. I like Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy was a good record, a strong record.
Love the production on Cotton Candy as well too.
That last song on there with the Muhammad Ali sample.
That was fire. Written History.
Written History. That was one of my favorite ones on there.
My second favorite.
And Peanuts to an Elephant.
You like Peanuts to an Elephant?
The way that he was just rapping about elephants,
That was fire. The way he was doing it, he was tying it all in. That was fire. Like I said, but like for a song, it's not the best song. But what he was doing was fire. It's
like the
Oh my
scheme,
God.
like the scheme and his flow on the shit.
The trunk.
Yeah, like and then he was like, "I let it go," and then they put the elephant song, sound in there. I was like, that was clever. That's like some battle rap shit. I like battle rap, so I like that. I like how he was scheming on that about the elephants, but I don't know. It was other stuff on there that was just like after a while, it's just and the shit with his son on there. Rari.
Yeah, Rari.
Rari was on
Rari
that
was
hook.
hard.
That hook is decent, but it's just I don't know, man. I'm a grown man. I'll be listening to shit different now. So when the niggas like, I'm fucking the moms, he's fucking the daughter. I was like, nigga, that's a little disgusting. Like your son is 14.
What song was that?
On Rari.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said that. Was it Rari or the other song? Did he?
It might have been either Rory because I think his son was on. Son was on. The other one was the
No,
song.
the
right?
other
On
one,
Novi.
Moolah Coming In was ass. That one was ass.
That's his song too,
Yeah.
right?
That's
That was
I
like
thought-
probably the second worst song on there. I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
It was decent. I don't think there's really horrible songs on there. I think it was good, but when you have hit records like legendary records, is sometimes people just want those hard hitting off the bat records that you don't got to get used to. That you just hear it and you're like, oh, Lil Wayne is back. But Rari might be one of those records. Cotton Candy might be one of those records coming up. And Shark is good. I don't know why y'all niggas don't like Shark, man. I don't.
Shark is just like, I don't know, it's just corny. It just feels like it's meant for like a movie soundtrack. It's not bad. It's not horrible.
Snakes in the water. I tell you, it's
not
gonna
gonna
be
play this in my car.
the highest charting song off the album. I already know it.
Because
Like,
of Jelly
all-
Roll. Yeah, sure.
I get like the theme of the record. I don't like it, but I think you're right. I think it might end up on the radio for sure.
I wouldn't say just because of Jelly Roll, just because it sounds like it's like one that sounds like a song, like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's
on the radio.
the Bono record probably would have worked in like 2012 or like 2000.
yo.
Like, it don't.
You know what's crazy? I thought the Bono record was AI. I did not know that was fucking
That's
Bono,
Bono.
I
bro.
remember you saying that. Low
don't
key, it
know,
kind
but
of
they-
does sound like AI though.
It sounds like AI, but the other record, the first one, I think Welcome Carter. One of them.
Welcome to the Carter.
Welcome to the Carter is my favorite.
Welcome to the Carter. It had a lady on there singing, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That shit is AI, bro. Who the fuck is that?
yeah, I think you're right about
Who
that.
is that?
I think it's AI.
When they don't even say featuring whatever the fuck, who is that?
Welcome to the Carter. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably AI.
And then it was
Maybe it
another
got
one.
credits. I don't know. Let me see.
It was
It
another one on there that I was like, yo,
It
is this
reminded
AI?
me of like BBL Drizzy. Like it's like
There you go. And that's fucking AI, bro. That's AI
Yeah.
right there.
This is see, look, here, I'm gonna show you my screen real quick. Like this is the record that this
Yeah,
is
I'll
like
say
the
what's
thing
on
that
there.
they put out. See, they put this shit out. Oh,
Let me get
wrong
back to the
one.
link
Hold
first.
up. Wrong one.
Oh, yo, what's up if I played the guitar? That shit was fire.
You like that?
If I play guitar,
Bro, that sounds like
into
something off
my
of Reverb.
heart.
You should have had someone else singing that shit. Honestly, he should have did.
I
the
like
verses.
that shit. I like that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This we not in 2008, bro. I'm good off that Reverb.
Can you hear this?
No,
Let me see if I can have it.
not here.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
This is what they put out. Let me just skip the Wayne's part.
The mix before the shit.
Wait.
Anybody want me dead?
Wait. Never mind, that's ass too.
It's not too convincing. I don't know. I don't know what you heard, brother. But
That one never made the cut.
like I said, Lil Wayne is barely top 5 now. He went from, well, he was already 4 for me, but he went from.
Well, who
4 to
was 5?
5. I think I had what? Drake, Kanye.
What you talking about?
Ye.
Top 5 niggas with dreads? What are you talking about, bro? Of all time?
Yeah, of all time. Yeah. Yeah, I got Drake 1, Kanye 2, Jay 3.
Hove is 1 for me.
I'm not mad at that. I still got top 3. I had Wayne at 4, but
Who's at 5?
Wait. How old are you, bro?
Eminem.
If you don't mind me asking. How old are you?
And I like Eminem's last project more than this. So yes.
Okay.
Word, how old are you?
Me?
28.
28? I get it.
What? What you mean? I'm a 90s baby.
The fix me for
90s
the
baby.
6.
Matt,
90s
who's your top 5, you said?
Mine changes a lot. Like I always get, and I can never I just know Hove is my 1. I know Pac is in there. Drake is in there.
Oh, no. I gave an order and everything. They just killing me.
You give an order. You got yours. Like you can reel yours off right away.
Yeah.
I guess you should have your top 5 like ready right
I got
away.
my top 10. Shit.
Right off top. What's yours, DiFran?
Shit, number 1, got my boy Drizzy, Ross,
Rick
Future.
Ross.
Who else?
This nigga top 5 is mad
Drake.
personal to him.
We talking about what, to please everybody else? We talking about for us? What we talking about?
No, I
If
mean,
we
No,
to
I
please
hear
it,
personal.
if we to please it, okay. Tupac, Biggie,
No, nigga, you're
Raekwon, like
personal.
Nas. All right, I give you all of them. Okay, I give you everybody. Jada Kiss, like okay, you got me.
Jada Kiss. Nah. What's your
But
first one?
no, Wayne would be in the top 5. Nah, will Wayne be in my top 5? I'm trying to think.
Let me say Wayne.
that's just
Yeah, I don't know.
weird, though.
Is
Top
Ross
5,
actually in
though.
your top 10?
For sure, Ross has a great
Yeah.
discography, classic
He does.
discography.
He does. He doesn't put out bad music. Period.
Top 5? Rick Ross sounds like you never really listen to hip hop. Like, what the fuck is you talking about?
I mean,
Hey,
the
I
nigga
seen,
respect
hey,
Ross,
you seen
you know
that
what I'm
Wayno
saying?
shit, right? You seen
Top
that Wayno
5,
shit?
though?
Niggas respect Ross. I see, hey man,
Seen that
Top
Wayno
5,
shit,
though,
DiFran?
of
The
all
Rich-
that I
time?
like to listen to. I like the luxury. I like it.
Huh.
That's me.
The
Well,
Rich Forever mixtape alone is like,
That was, hey,
Come
Top
on.
5, though?
nah, like
hey.
not, bro. Joe Budden is in my top 10. So like, what am I gonna say?
I mean, people might respect. What's your top 5? Where you sound like you from New York? You from New York?
Yeah, I'm from New York.
Okay, so give us the, give us the
Queens
Wu
Flip in the
Tang.
building.
Yeah, you do give like you might be Queen's Flip cousin or something for real. Like y'all might be
Do you even know who
related.
that is? Do you even know
Huh?
who that is?
You know who Queen's Flip is?
I know. I used to blog for the URL, nigga. I
Okay,
know,
well,
yeah,
I,
yeah,
know
yeah.
Queen's Flip is.
I know Queens Flip like in person. I know.
Queen's Flip was actually with the URL for a bit, right?
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
blog before he was down with that shit, but I was.
What's
I
your
know
top
Queens Flip.
5?
It just sounds stereotypical, but it's just first of all, you gotta have Biggie on there, and it's changing because I'm like, damn, Biggie was on some bullshit. Now that I'm more grown, he said a lot of suspect stuff, but you gotta put Biggie on there, you gotta put Tupac on there, it just sounds stereotypical, but the best is the best. You know what I'm saying? And Rick Ross, he can't.
He's stuck on the rock.
No. I'm just using it because that to me is a shocker. I never heard nobody say Rick Ross top 5 in my life. I'm sorry. Top 5 of all time?
One of the
Better
best
than Nas?
discographies ever, man.
Like
better than
you
Nas,
would
better
you
than
you have to put Rakim in there before you put him.
I don't know about that.
I think it depends on. I think it.
Yeah, nah. If we talking about everything
Rocky-
included, not just like the influence, what they did for like.
I'm talking
Everything?
about like first of all, you have to I don't think Rick Ross got classic albums per se. He got really good albums. I don't think he got classic albums. I also think that he could be like top 20 if to me, I think
Classic.
But
to
he
me,
has
I
classics.
think he could
Yeah.
classic what? Songs?
No, that album.
Album. God Forgives I Don't. Ain't a classic.
God Forgives I Don't. Mastermind, Port of Miami.
I think it's because you just don't really listen to Rick Ross, and that's fine. Like,
I
if
listen
you
to Rick
really-
Ross. He's all right, but he's not one of the 5 best people to ever do it. It's just like
Like if we talking about like just best rappers, like who's just rapping, like just rapping. I would say he's the best
that's what I'm saying.
rapper. But we're talking about people like this discography, so I want to listen to. I put him in my top 5. We're talking about people who rap, and I wouldn't put him in the top 5. Just rappers.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like
But
when
I
you
just
say
think-
the top 5, you talking about rappers or are you talking about discography or is it like
I'm
all
talking
what-
about. I'm talking when you do top 5, right? You have to consider all the things
everything?
that in the scope of like who's the best 5 rappers is not. You can't just do
Influence,
lyrically. You can't do
impact.
lyrically because if you're gonna do lyrically, you gotta put Cannabis on there. Cannabis is one of the best rappers to ever fucking rap. Like he fucking inspired so many people, but his discography doesn't warrant like in the normal listener that listens to music every day. They're gonna be like Cannabis, that's crazy. But
No,
if
but
you're
he's
just gonna
crazy.
go lyrically, just in general, he would be a top 5 rapper, nigga.
Yeah,
But,
Film,
but,
Black
but all
Thought.
right. Who's better? Who's better, Rick Ross or Eminem?
Lyrically, Eminem, yeah.
Lyrically, Eminem. Discography,
Discography, Rick Ross.
I would pick Ross over Eminem too.
I personally would say Eminem still. I would say
got a
I would
better
say
discography to Eminem.
I would say
Yeah.
that. I would
I'm
say
not a
Eminem,
big Eminem. I'm not a big Eminem guy. Like,
and that's
like
fine.
you said,
At
you
least-
said, like you said, as a girl, I never wanted to kill my mama. I wasn't, you know, that wasn't, you know,
That's not
that
all
wasn't
he
my
talked
shit.
about, bro. Don't do that. That's not all.
I wasn't. That wasn't my
No, but like-
thing.
If you
Eminem.
listen
lot
to
of his
Recovery,
shit,
you would know that. That's not
a
all.
lot of his shit, bro.
I never had. I was never addicted to drugs. I don't know. That wasn't my. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I was addicted to drugs, but I'm also white.
Some people might think Meek Mills is better than Rick Ross.
No,
That, I mean, they could think. I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna argue with them.
Sometimes people think Meek Mills is better than Rick Ross.
I'm not gonna argue with them. If they
No,
So
really
that's
think
already
that.
so that's already questionable because that's the guy that you put on, and he in your own camp. There's already a question there. So you're gonna tell me that you're the best out of the 5 other best people in millions of rappers, thousands of rappers. That then you got to put Jay-Z. You got to put Big Pun. You got to put fucking Tupac. You got to put Biggie. You got to put even Mace. Mace is better than Rick Ross. Nicki Minaj, nigga. Lauryn Hill, nigga.
Hold on.
Yo.
Lauryn Hill?
yo, I got a better question.
Lauren-
Who's your top 10 favorite battle rappers if you're into battle rap? Just
My
curious.
favorite top 10 battle rappers. I
So
like
even top 5. Just do top 5.
Third,
I like Loaded Lux.
Clip.
I like Disaster. I like
Look, one.
I like Geechee Gotti. Geechee Gotti is
I like
is
Geechee
super
too.
dope. I like Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty is up there.
Rum Nitty.
And it's just so many good people.
What about my
Daylight?
boy? Hey,
Daylight he could
Might
be in the
have to
top
reassess
10.
Daylight. I don't know about Daylight.
He's in my top 10. He'll be in my
No.
top 10. He's not in my
no,
top
he's
5.
ruined too many. He's ruined too many battles, bro. It pissed me off, bro. He's ruined so many fucking battles with.
But he's just a
old-
master troll. You can't take that serious. Like
No, but like you're the main card, and you're gonna dress up like a fucking slave owner, or you're gonna do some bullshit. Like
that was fire though.
no, that was stupid, man. He like I don't know.
You can't say that. You're white.
That's
I
right.
knew he was gonna say.
You can't say that. That's fucking brilliant, my guy.
Look, see,
That-
hey,
no, let me
what's
tell you,
the black guy said it was cool? Let it ride. Hey, whatever you got,
No,
brother. You like it? I love it.
Nobody clip this, please.
No, but let me tell you, right? You know why I respect Daylight? When I met him at the UW shit, he had battled. This is the first time he came to New York. He battled what's that white guy name? Shoddy Horror.
Oh, Shoddy Horror, the UK dude.
And he had his little Thriller jacket on and shit. And that's the first time I met him in person. And I think that's the first time he came to New York. And he was like, and I was, because I was blogging and shit. So I was like, yo, who you want to battle? And then he named so many people. And the only person that he hasn't battled from all those names that he named, which are all the best people, was Loaded Lux. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I look at somebody like and I got a song with him too. But the way that I look at Daylight, I just feel like, first of all, he's super brilliant because he's not stupid. Like all of that, like I'll fuck Diddy shit that he was on and shit like that. It's just about really saying things that is gonna put him on the scale of he's on fucking songs with J. Cole. He's on fucking TDE type shit. That was all part of the scheme.
Yeah.
To get the shit. And it doesn't really matter because if you meet him and you know him, you know he's not sucking dick. He doesn't want to fuck Diddy, but he's daring, he's bold, and he had a plan. And he saw the shit through. So I look at him different, and he just got better and better. You know what I'm saying? Because
I just don't like when he'd like try and shit on stage or like, you know, like do all these antics and like fuck up the battle. Because when he like the battle you're talking about with Shotty Hort, yeah, he goes crazy. He goes crazy in that battle. But like when you're expecting him to rap and he's just doing this other nonsense, that's what
but when you know it's funny that you brought up the slavery shit. When he did that, I bombed on him and he blocked me, and I fuck with him and he blocked me because I was like, yo, man, you fucking let me down. You on some bullshit because you know, at the end of the day, niggas wanted to see that battle. Nigga, that shit would have been fired the whole thing through.
Pat said it to him. Pat was like, the reason why you're doing this bullshit is because you know you can't fuck with me. He said, bar for bar, you can't fuck with me, so you got to do this bullshit.
I mean, it's all. I think it also has to do with him trying to prove a point with King of the Dot and the money issues that they was going through and things like that. So it's kind of like, fuck it, I'm a prove my point in another way, and that's why, you know, like, it's brilliant for him to dress as a slave and shit like that because that's how he feels, and that's part of that's a real situation. You know what I'm saying? That's a real situation where these niggas is getting millions of dollars off battle rappers, and they give them the bottom dollar. Now niggas is getting more bread, but at that time, you know,
yeah,
that's a fair statement to make. But it's just silly when people just want to see the battle. Like he could have dressed like that and just went through the whole battle. I would have respected it more, but I was mad at him because I wanted to see that shit.
Me too.
But
yeah, Marco, where would you put J. Cole or Kendrick in the top 10, 20, 15?
My thing is like J. Cole, right? I heard of J. Cole from the beginning. Like I know somebody that was starting the label with him. I had a J. Cole beat and all that shit when he was the therapist and shit like that. So I know for a while that bro is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like all his early music is nice, but I also feel he's just like an underground. He's a lot. Is thousands of J. Coles. A lot of underground rappers that spit. Like J. Cole is not like oh my god, he's so unbelievable. Nobody does that. But is he?
He looking like
no, because he's looking at me like I'm crazy. Like is he like super phenomenal?
There's 1,000 J. Coles.
No, like
go ahead,
there's
fam.
a lot of niggas that rhyme like J. Cole. They just don't have the type of songs that he has, but he's not like super duper lyrical in a way that, oh my god, nobody can do what he do. Kendrick Lamar, I think, is more lyrical than J. Cole, but I don't really like the Kendrick Lamar, like his voices and all that extra shit that he does. So that makes me like J. Cole more. But I think that Kendrick Lamar is more lyrical per se. You know what I'm saying? Per bar. And how he comes across in certain things. But I also think that J. Cole was picked to play a role that a lot of people could play. You know what I'm saying? So like if Jay-Z backs a lot of people up, like he backed up J. Cole, they could be a different person that could just be where J. Cole is at.
But like you said, if there's more J. Coles than Kendricks, why hasn't there been someone that has came up that is on that level, that's gotten to that level?
Because they just pick them, bro. Like you have to understand that hip hop is about being picked. Like even with this Timberland shit and the AI shit, I'm super heated about that because the niggas trying to be like, oh, you niggas don't got songs, you niggas don't got. People get picked, bro. People get picked, bro. Like you might just know somebody that knows somebody, and then it is based off relationships, and it is based off of like somebody of him having a Jay-Z feature. You know what I'm saying? Like once a nigga gets the Jay-Z
and everything, right?
There's not a lot of people that get a Jay-Z feature and then just go into the sunset. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get your Jay-Z feature, you're on his label, he's backing you up. You're gonna take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And that's not taking nothing away from J. Cole because I think he's super dope. But I think there's a lot of super dope underground rappers that could do what he does. And if they were given those type of beats and the type of features that he get, they could fit that role too. You know what I'm saying? I think it's harder to fit a Kendrick Lamar role than J. Cole.
You know what you think about that, Landon?
It's 100% false. If there were 1,000 J. Coles, we'd know of them. And we do have someone in the industry that comes across wanting to be like Cole, and you see the difference. And it's
Who's
not
that?
YB and Corday, my bad.
Oh,
That is true.
There's a big reason why you're not viewed the same way. And it's because Cole has this thing that you just don't quite have. And Cole's not maybe a better lyricist than Kendrick, and he's probably not a better storyteller. But
No.
in terms of versatility and in terms of making a song that is just really musically pleasing to the ear, Cole has the great ability to hit that for you every single time. There's a certain relatability with him that maybe other artists try to project, and it just doesn't come across the same way. And I think that's just because of how open Cole has been, from the Dollar and a Dream tour to, the records like Lights Please, the records like Break Down, the records like Lost Ones. There's just a certain element that it just doesn't come across that way. That, like, saying there's a 1,000 J. Cole's is like saying there could be 1,000 Tim Duncans. No. If there were,
Definitely not.
if there were,
what I'm saying is that there's people that are everyday people that could fucking rhyme, that if they got the opportunity, they could. I'm telling you, bro, he's not that different than a lot of people. He'll say a lot of shit that people already said. What's that?
Give me 4.
4 people that's like J. Cole?
Uh-huh.
First of all, you said Corday. That nigga's corny.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry.
I'm a Corday fan.
Bro, he's not.
What's so corny about Corday, though? What exactly is corny about?
He's definitely not, doesn't have the skills like J. Cole, bro. And he has a funny voice.
But it's J. Cole like, right?
Is it J. Cole like? Like, why?
His wordplay, his storytelling,
the production,
kind of similar
even
to
the
J.
way
Cole
they
production.
even the way they like to say certain bars.
Yeah,
like the enunciation and shit, and
how they enunciate words.
If you listen to Wintertime off
The
Lost Boy, made me crash about my.
Just listen to the Lost Boy in general.
Yeah, but he could be inspired by J. Cole, but he doesn't. I don't know. I never got that feeling from Corday to be like, oh shit, this nigga's crazy. J. Cole is crazy.
But that's because of his personality. I don't think he has a strong personality.
But that's all part of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like J. Cole being like, yo, let me jump. I'm out here riding my bike. Like, that's not really, nobody gives a fuck about that. But when it comes to J. Cole, it's a cool thing. Like, oh, he's a real person. He's this and he's that. But it's really just like when he did his documentary, he's fucking jumped out. He pulled his bike out of the SUV and he rode away in the sunset on his bike. What's gonna happen is that SUV is gonna go pick him up, and then he's gonna go back in his fucking SUV, nigga. But no, I'm telling you, this is what's happening. So
but he looks relatable.
He looks relatable, and like, and you might really see him riding his bike, but it's also just a persona that is picked for him. That rappers.
I don't know, man.
That rappers is acting.
I think J. Cole's the realest out of all these dudes, to be honest with you. I think he really is. I think he really is that guy. Like, I think, like, just him even apologizing in the beef, man, like, that just goes to show he gives 0 fucks about any of that shit, really, right? I think he is genuinely who he presents to be. Like, I think he's real.
I think that people believe rappers too much, and I've been around people, and I know that people are just playing a role. They're just playing a role. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna shit on him. I love J. Cole, so I'm not really trying to shit on him. But I'm just telling you the reality of images and personas, and that's
one rapper. If there's one rapper that I don't think is facading his image or is as close to it as he presents it to be, it's J. Cole. He's demonstrated it in too many facets. He got into the back and forth with No Name a few years ago and still dropped a record saying, hey, bring me up to speed. Like, maybe I am tripping. And look, y'all, the same thing you just said, how niggas think I'm deep. Well, no, my IQ's average. There's a young lady out there, she's way smarter than me. 99% of people would have got in that back and forth with No Name and would have rolled their ego tip the whole way. and would have been
Yeah,
like,
but
"Who is
that's
this
also
rapper?"
part of his image is to be that.
No,
he
man,
can't
like,
he can't be out here disrespecting females. That's J. Cole, nigga.
J.
So he
Cole,
gotta
I
make
kind
that
of agree
work.
with Polo on this one. I ain't gonna lie.
bro, J. Cole went and played fucking professional ball at the age of 36 or something like that, just because he wanted to. Like, he's just like
I'm not
he's
against
just
J.
playing
Cole,
in this
man.
league in Canada just because. Like, to me, I
Played
found
in
that
Africa first. Played in Africa.
played in Africa first just because he wanted to play ball.
He wanted to.
I don't
fuck
know.
with J.
Maybe
Cole,
I'm a bit
man.
of a J.
Cole
Cole
literally,
fan.
like, we're not gonna do this with Cole. And Cole is another reason why there can't be 1,000 J. Coles is because you're not gonna find me 7 rappers that are gonna go platinum with no features, least of all 1,000. That's because of a body of work you make that is not replicable to everybody else.
It's all part of
Like,
the
if you
image,
want it,
bro.
like, if
Well, I
wanted
think
to
you're
say-
talking more like, I think he's just saying like he doesn't think J. Cole is as extraordinary as other people may be. Like,
but
I think he's talking
But
about.
he's not. He's
he
just
is
when I
extraordinary.
say there's 1,000 J. Coles, I'm saying that there's people that make real music like him that if they had the type of production that he got and the type of looks that he could get, that they could equally fit that role. Like he's not like
If you're saying that,
he's
that's-
not that unique in a way that it's like, oh shit, it has to do with opportunity, you know, like luck, like fucking opportunity meets fucking hard work meets opportunity. The nigga used to fucking stand in front of the fucking studio. Jay-Z, like I used to stand in front of the studio. Jay-Z tried to play me. I gave him the middle finger. He used to stand in front of the studio.
didn't try,
No,
did
listen.
he?
No, listen. No,
Rock
listen.
Nation, you will crumble.
No, listen.
Do you have a YouTube
No,
channel
listen.
too, bro? Do you have a
Yeah,
YouTube channel?
Yeah, my first
Yeah.
video on my YouTube channel is me talking shit to Jay-Z. Marco
I
Polo.
got
You can look that shit up.
I got
That's
to
dead
subscribe to
ass.
your channel.
That's dead ass. And when J. Cole, like I'm telling you, I kind of know him. So at the same time that I was doing that, Jay-Z was trying to play him, but instead of him playing Jay-Z, he just humbled himself until Jay-Z gave him a chance. You know what I'm saying? And he was
Jay-Z, that was his
So-
first pick. That was his
If-
first person that he.
if you're going
that he
to
put
say
on.
that there can be 1,000 J. Coles, there's also niggas that do the same thing Kendrick Lamar does on an underground level. Literally, there's another guy that does it on a mainstream level. No disrespect, but you can look at somebody like a JID and see the heavy Kendrick influence in everything.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
it's
reason why
really
you're
it
not
has to
gonna
do with the
pop.
personality. It has to do with the personality, with how people
there's
gravitate. It really has to
also-
do with the person and the opportunities. Like
What it has to do with more than anything, though, is your talent and for
The music.
people to fuck with your talent.
let me
Like,
tell
you
you
need
something.
to get
That's
to that
cool.
level.
That's cool.
not
What I'm
true.
saying is,
I said that has to do with it most of the time.
That's
You
not
can
the
point me
major
to
part.
any.
this is.
Look,
I've seen a lot of weird shit in my time.
You can point me to any
Right.
anomaly you want, but for the most part, where you are talented, music lovers, people that like music, they will go there. But talent will separate itself from the great artists, the legendary artists, all the time.
Yeah, but
you
if
can
you
have
down
this
with
luck
Dr.
and
Dre-
opportunity, and you can be a Lil Nas X, where you got to hit every now and then. But to be a J. Cole, to be a Kendrick Lamar, is because you have the talent that fully separates you from the field. Because you can be
They have
consistent with
talent.
it.
They have
That's the
talent.
point.
They have talent. There was a
understand.
time I was at SOBs and Charles Hamilton. Y'all remember that nigga?
Yeah,
Charles Hamilton had a show there, and this shit
it's
was
sad what
mad-
happened with him.
This shit was bad. It's sad what happened to him, right? But he was on in the scope, right? He was about to blow and do all these other things. Jimmy Iovine like heralded him a fucking genius and shit like that.
Yeah,
So he's doing the show at SOBs, and Sirius Jones is there, and then fucking Kendrick Lamar is there, and the nigga Charles Hamilton is like, Sirius Jones is in the building. He gives Sirius Jones the mic. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Instead of Kendrick, then he gave it to Kendrick. But there was a time when niggas was looking at Sirius Jones and being more hyped that he was in the building than Kendrick Lamar. And Kendrick Lamar was just a nigga that could really rhyme and wasn't doing funny voices.
Yeah, like
So then when he started doing funny voices and all the other shit, and he's down with Dr. Dre and all these shit, because you know my thing, I'm not shitting on people. Like the nigga obviously got talent.
oh,
You know what I'm
fuck,
saying? The
man.
nigga obviously is talented, but there's things that people are willing to do that separate the talent from, you know, just other people that have talent. Like Sirius Jones got talent, but is Sirius Jones gonna be a platinum artist right now? Is he signed or is he still doing battle rap?
I don't
And
even know what Sirius Jones sounds like on wax, to be honest with you.
he
I
sound
don't,
fire. He could sing. He could sing too, and he sound fire. But to me, he doesn't have the wide range of personality that somebody like Kendrick Lamar has to make him more viable to a big audience. And when he was down with Ludacris, because he was down with DTP for a while and shit like that, he didn't make it count then. But if he would have made it count under Ludacris, he fucking had a song with 2 Chainz. When he was Titty Boy, he was down with DTP when fucking 2 Chainz was down with that shit, and he got a record with him under Titty Boy. But when it really boiled down to shit, you just gotta look at it and be like, would Kendrick Lamar really be that big if he wasn't down with Dr. Dre? Like it's
I think
different
he
things.
would. I think he would have found. I think he would have found a way, man.
You make it like when you make a.
You probably wouldn't even made those type of records.
When you make a good kid match, but then you can nitpick that.
I
with
don't
any
think it's
artist,
as simple as y'all making it.
I don't think he's saying that crazy. It's like, would Drake be Drake without Wayne? Without we don't know. They might not be these big Drake.
Let me ask you. Would Biggie be Biggie without Diddy?
No.
No.
Y'all niggas gotta know music if y'all gonna say that, because Biggie was
I can't say that.
Hey, look, salute to you.
And I love Biggie. I'm from Brooklyn.
No, look, salute to you.
I'm a bigger Biggie fan than Tupac.
You name one nigga. Pac would have been Pac with or without Death Row, because Pac was Pac before Interscope. I mean, before Death Row at Interscope. So you saying Biggie wouldn't be Biggie without Puff? Yes, that has merit, because Puff opened him to being more versatile and being more mainstream.
And gave him the records, gave him the ideas, just like Dr. Dre is a song maker.
So you're saying Pac would have been Pac without Death Row, though, right?
I don't know, because he turned into a superstar on Death Row, nigga. So
but he was already a gold, platinum artist, a coveted artist.
He was gold. He was gold, and he was more of an actor. He was more of an actor than a rapper, but he
still had gold records. That's what got the movies to be so big in box office. You're going to see Poetic Justice because Strictly for My Niggas has I Get Around and fucking my bad, I'm blanking. I Get Around and Keep Your Head Up on it. So you're gonna go see Above the Rim because he does the soundtrack.
Yeah, but he was a big
like he was gonna be the guy. Like he was gonna be the guy. Like he was gonna be the guy. Is Wayne without Birdman and Baby?
You can't even say that. The nigga was down since 11 years old. They totally made that nigga, bro.
That's a great question, actually. That's a great question.
You're going to be talented regardless, because there's a reason why these people look at you.
Killy the Kid?
Now, are you going to be
right? Was niggas fucking with Lil Wayne? And,
I'm just saying. Hey, I'm
just saying. Like that.
The block is hot as the block is hot. The block is hot as a platinum album. That was back in 99.
Yeah, but you're talking about like he was a little kid being like juvenile, and them niggas was
like,
over him.
I feel like saying this just makes it like, because like, fam, is Drake who Drake is without Wayne? No, because Wayne opened his eyes to, hey man, you have to make hits. Like, because he met Wayne in peak of hits. But Drake would have been a coveted artist. Drake would have been a big 3-level artist.
Like, I think they all would have found a way eventually, man. Like,
but it's
Kendrick
not,
especially, I think.
But everybody that you really look at like that are really, when they're under like really big artists and they're talented, that's what drives them to the next level, bro.
But there's a lot of people. But there's a lot of people that do come in under some of these artists and they don't.
Jay Electronica came in up under Jay-Z too.
Like somebody's, well, I don't know what. He's a whole other story.
Well, I'm naming.
Yeah, but Jay Electronica had a run where he was just another rapper. Like niggas wasn't on him like that. So he did
Wale came up under us like Meek did as well. And Wale still makes great quality music.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Would he really be that big if he wasn't on Maybach Music?
Yeah, because he can make good quality music. He was doing that before.
Where's he at now?
That one. I don't
he
know
did it
about
after. He still makes good quality music. He just had a hit fucking
at that level
2 years ago with CB. He just had Angels. It's a gold record.
That's cute. At the level that he was at.
I don't know. I agree. Like saying because they got talent, they would have made it without these big coasts. I don't know if that's necessarily
I don't know about that.
Like, I'm telling you, my thing is, I know
sounds cute. Sounds cute.
I didn't say you won't make it without it. I said that's not the overarching. They both play a 50-50 hand. I compare it right back to basketball. Tim Duncan's Tim Duncan without the Spurs system, just in a different way.
Yeah, but
Both go
basketball
hand
is
in hand with each
basketball.
other.
Like the
Kobe's
thing that
Kobe without Phil Jackson.
the thing that we get mistaken with hip hop is that there aren't people who are super nice that haven't made it on certain levels. There's millions of niggas that's nice that haven't made it on certain levels because they don't know the right people and because they don't have the right situations.
And sometimes they lack certain things.
It doesn't. You have to understand.
JoJo Simmons knew the right people, but JoJo Simmons lacks talent.
Yo,
yeah,
God,
but we're talking about people with talent, so that's not.
All right, man.
JoJo got talent. If you're doing this, JoJo
Right, catch you later, bro.
Later.
What I'm saying is that people have to consider that a lot of the times, first of all, me personally, I think a lot of people are nice that never made it. And I don't judge it like that, but I'm looking at what it is, and people normalize what they think is dope by affiliations. You know what I'm saying? Like you could like Timberland put out Magoo, and that was a thing. Fucking Master P put out Silk the Shocker, and that's a fucking semi-legendary, iconic artist in fucking hip hop. That who the fuck else would have put that nigga on? You know what I'm saying? Like who the fuck else would have let Silk the Shocker do what he do to the point that he could feel like, yeah, I never rhymed on beat, but I'm still Silk the Shocker. Like you just normalizing, because really, if you listen to the song 20, 30 times, there's something that you're gonna like about it. You're gonna normalize and you're gonna be like, you know what, Mike Jones ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different.
You don't like Mike Jones?
All right, we're gonna go disrespect Mike Jones. Come on now.
There's a reason. Look,
You don't fuck with Mike Jones? You got a Houston native in the building.
I'm just saying that it's machines. It's machines that push
from
people.
Houston, there's also a reason why Mike didn't last.
I just think that it's machines
was limited.
that push people.
He was limited.
I like Mike Jones now, but
like, he's limited. Like you're not going to get into these rooms with the Drakes, with the Kendrick Lamars, with the J. Coles if you're limited. In a lot of ways, it don't matter who backing you. If you're limited, it will show.
I think that when you have a certain type of personality, right, it plays into the situation.
I just wanted to show this. 14.2 million streams first day, 66 million first streams on the Carter 5. Very big drop. So I don't know what the first week sale is going to look like, but that is.
Fam, look, I don't think we should shit on Wayne this bad, because Wayne has never been an album artist. So it's not.
I agree.
Like, there's nothing wrong with him. Now, is this the worst Carter? I mean, yeah, but it's the 6th one. I mean,
I don't know what
and it's also like,
gonna
are people just tired of Lil Wayne not evolving? Because
that's probably what it is. The thing is, Wayne found a formula that worked back in 08. And I think Wayne is one of them niggas that like, look, if it work, it work. I'm not going to change my approach to the studio. I'm not going to change my songwriting process for what? Look how big I got off of it. That's why, like, we get what we get. I also think the Birdman dispute halted a lot of good that was left of Wayne, because, you know, even when I'm Not a Human Being too, it wasn't his best body of work, but he had No Worries. He had, you know, Love Me. He still could give you hits and he could still rap. I just think now we got to look at Wayne the way we looked at Kobe them last 3 years. Like, he can give you reminiscence of the old Kobe, and, hey, you know, he might give you that one verse, like Kobe get you that one game where he get 30, and it's like, hey, that shit was good. But for most of the time, it's going to be ugly to listen to, just like with Kobe, it was ugly to watch. And Carter 6 was very ugly to listen to.
I wouldn't say that as somebody that doesn't look at Lil Wayne like he's anywhere near a top 5 artist. No disrespect to anybody here who has him in the top 5.
He's number 5 for me. He's at number 5 now for me.
But I wouldn't, just me listening to it as an artist, as somebody that loves lyricism, people are fucking hating, because it might be oversaturation to them. Like, they just might have liked him for so long that they have such a fucking high standard for him that when he's just rapping good and he doesn't have automatically 10 hit records or 5 hit records, 4 hit records, like even how we was talking about, like 5 good records on an album is success.
Out of 19.
That's another thing too. The nigga put 19 records in an era where niggas want to rhyme for 2 minutes and put 10 records on an album.
I mean, he had
So
Yep,
he
the
so
features,
he
only raps.
overplayed his card. You know what I'm saying? And
Man, look,
now he leaves it for people to be like, oh, I don't like this song, I don't like that one, and then it overshadows the things that they do like
it's
because 5 records is success for an
Fam,
album, nigga.
Fam, look, if we're judging you off of a basic level, but when you achieve these basic levels,
I'm not
and
understanding this shit.
and then
man.
you get
If
higher.
this was any other
There's a
artist, they
reason.
would
Look,
shit on.
like fam, once you've exceeded expectations, you do not get to go back to standard. Now, again, from a full transparency, is the music that ass? No, but we're talking about this artist. So for you, it is subpar, below subpar.
How old is Lil Wayne?
41?
How long has he been rapping?
Since
30 fucking years, nigga.
That
Cut the
don't matter to
nigga
me.
slack, bro.
well, okay.
Jay
To
Z
your
older
point,
than
but
Wayne,
wait,
and he dropped
but wait,
444.
but
That don't
to
matter
your
to me
point,
at all.
to your
Niggas
point.
only
Nas is still
talk about
rapping at a high
Well, wait,
level with Hit
well,
Boy.
then
That don't
wait,
matter
to
to me
your
at all.
point. That's what I'm saying. To your point,
Nas is
got
rapping
older.
high
Nas
level.
got older. His raps are still good. They might not be as commercially successful as in the
Is it because
90s,
it's Lil Wayne? I don't
but the
know.
quality is there. Like with Wayne, look, I'm not
But
saying
it was an
this is-
era where niggas wasn't fucking with Nas shit.
It
And he
was,
did-
but the
And
quality
now he
was
came
there.
back and was like, yo, let me do more collaborative work with Hit Boy. And now you talk about Nas again. So you gotta give Wayne the grace that
Well, Wayne's
first
not
of all-
doing that though.
Wayne's
no,
not
I'm
doing-
saying because he already was making hits. So he's doing it backwards because he already was doing the things
doing it.
where now he might not be like, oh man, this Lil Wayne shit is flawless. He's been rapping for 30 years, nigga. Cut the nigga some slack. If somebody else did that album that he just did, niggas would be like, oh, that's a decent album. I'm
There's
fucking
no one that's in that 10, 15 range that could do it and get it. That's
What do you
not gonna happen.
They
If
could do
you're
what?
looking at- If you're looking at these underground niggas that you're talking about, yeah, we'll give them an applause.
I mean, we let Eminem put out a
What you mean,
bullshit
what you
album
mean?
every 1 to 2 years.
I think
and
that was
niggas,
his last
and
album was
most
better than this.
niggas outside of M's core
That was
fan
some
base
shady-
tell you it's ass. Most niggas out of Eminem's core fan base, he just has a really big fan base. That's why he's gonna sell like that. But most niggas will tell you the quality of Kamikaze and Music to Be Murdered By is not that fucking good. For
Kamikaze
his
was good though.
standard.
Yeah.
For his
Kamikaze was
standard.
okay. It was okay.
I like
For his
Kamikaze.
standard. Like for Wayne's standard, this is not good, fam. It's not. It doesn't
It's
take away.
horrendous.
It doesn't take away what he's done. It doesn't take away the legend that he is, the influence
It does
that
for
he's
me.
had on hip hop. It doesn't for me because you get to a point where it's like, my nigga, you allowed to miss. You allowed to drop a brick because
Is it horrible? Is it horrible?
to me, for Wayne, it is. But just a music listener.
In general,
no, in
is
general,
it-
no, it's not.
So like
but-
every song he's not spitting.
Every
And I'm
song,
not even like
every,
a Lil Wayne fan that
every
big,
song
but I'm
he
just
says,
listening
no.
objectively.
He's a talented rapper. So every song he's going to have a line or two where I'm like,
He's gonna
but
rap.
but
on every
majority
song.
of
Wayne.
these songs I'm gonna listen to and I'm gonna hear some shit that if I have to do this too many times, if I have to pause it and then go like,
Bruh, that shit is just no.
then
Wayne
this is
no.
bad for you, for
Bad,
him,
bro.
for him. And but I don't view him the same way. Like I don't look at Wayne as the best in the game no more. He's a legendary act. So for me, he's allowed to brick, and it doesn't stain his legacy at all. The same way Kanye West, my nigga, when we got Ye and when we got Kids See Goes and when we got all these little bullshit songs, it does nothing to stain the first 5 we got.
You don't like
You
Ye?
submit yourself. You submit yourself.
It
Like
was okay. But it's
I just feel that Lil Wayne is like, first of all, he hasn't evolved in certain aspects. Like he's just gonna be like, yo, first of all, you're too old to just keep rapping about women in that way. Me personally, I'm 45. I'm gonna be 45 years old. I'm like, Lil Wayne, why do you keep rapping about bitches like that, bro? Like it just bothers me when you have kids and shit like that. So that automatically makes me be like, you need to grow up because
I guess.
he needs therapy, nigga. What do you talk about? I guess he needs fucking therapy, nigga. Like he's
Well,
like, oh,
The
I
fact
just
that he
eat
has
pussy.
kids now, I mean, I get it.
He's on the song with his kid talking about fucking little girls. Like, yo, my son fuck little girls. Like, yo, bro, that's disgusting, bro. Like, you're a grown man. Watch your mouth. And I'm listening to it extra hard. Like, all right, let me see what he do with his son. His son do the fire little hook. He got a little Rari.
And he's
hook.
rapping well. That's what I'm saying. It's the substance, the content. It's just not there. Carter 5.
But
had
I
plenty of
think,
those hits.
that that's what makes people look at it like bro, what are you talking about?
Right.
Because if you don't want to think, right, and you just want to listen to bars, then that shit is good.
Look,
This is the Carter 6, though. This is not a mixtape.
And that's and that's the other problem that we have to address with Wayne.
It's the Carter 6.
This needs to be the last Carter. The last one should have been the last.
Well,
Carter.
I don't think he has a choice now.
No other series in hip hop extends further than 3. And
yeah, but he's also like he just picked because that's his name. You know?
No, but that itself proves you are unwilling to grow. You want to stay here, and you can't because Carter 5 he gave us let it all work out. He would like Wayne gets introspective very slightly, but when he does, it works. I just think he's got to a point where he knows what works for him. He knows what his core fan base is going to like. He knows they're going to like the eating pussy bars, and they're not going to care. And it's okay.
Are they? Because if he
the core Wayne fans, they love this shit. You're not gonna make them hate it.
The core fans don't.
You're not gonna make them hate it. You're not.
Yeah,
I just think that it comes to a point that what separates artists, like what makes nobody should stop rapping if they don't want to, right? So if Lil Wayne want to keep rapping, nigga.
And he will.
You deserve it. You earned it. But if you want to be heralded, if you want to be put in that pedestal and stay on that pedestal, you got to show a level of growth that even if you're rapping about pussy and getting your dick sucked, like, bro, you can't. Every song, if I took notes, right? Because I took notes of the shit, but I didn't take notes of the bars. And first of all, he also has like some kind of preoccupation with being a demon and saying 666. So he said that shit in like 2 to 3 songs. Me personally, I'm a spiritual person. I don't want to hear that. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's
messing
cool.
with your chakras. I get it.
It's fucking up my whole shit, bro. It's fucking up my whole shit because in reality, it's low vibrational music that has no purpose. Like, I do want to hear introspective Lil Wayne. So when he's like, I'm playing, if I play the guitar and shit like that, I kind of like that because it changed the monotony of the whole shit the whole time, which is like, all right, I'm gonna talk about how good my weed is and how I get my dick sucked and how I eat pussy. It's just like it doesn't change. It was just continuous, and it's okay if you grew up listening to Lil Wayne and that's what you liked about Lil Wayne. But maybe that's why I never really liked him that much.
I mean,
even though I know that he's super skilled, but that's
again, his legacy cemented. He could get on a record and just hum.
It's cemented. It's just he's top 5 barely now.
It's not even barely for me. He's cemented in top 5 because it's off of the influence, it's off the impact, and it's off the music
and the mixtapes, right? DiFran.
Oh well.
So you're gonna tell me that Lil Wayne is better than 50 Cent? That Lil Wayne is better than Jay-Z?
I don't think he's better than Hov.
No.
He's better than 50.
He's not better than Hov. And
better than
Eminem.
Eminem.
Better than 50 Cent.
He's better than 50 for sure.
50
no,
Cent,
I mean like song wise and influence wise and
influence wise. There's nothing to talk about.
And I'm a 50 fan. Hey, DiFran,
I'm a 50 fan. I'm a 50
fan, bro.
Everybody like 50 Cent. They're not saying nothing special. Everybody like 50 Cent.
There's nothing to talk about.
It was fire.
There's nothing to talk about with the influence. The reason why there's so many Lils, the dreadlocks, the face tats, again, not all of it is positive, but the influence is there that 50 just could not grasp if he wanted to. I'll say this, Get Rich or Die Trying might be, out of both of their catalogs, the best album, but then everything else after that goes to Wayne. Like Carter 3.
The Massacre 2, though.
Carter 3 is better than the Massacre. Carter 2 is better than the Massacre.
Carter
4 is arguably better than the Massacre. Probably not even arguably. So we're not even talking about that.
It's not arguable.
The legendary features that Wayne has, the legendary just regular singles that Wayne has, and then the last part to Wayne, who he gave you from his tree. 50 gave you. Who did 50 give you from his tree? Lloyd Banks.
Tony Yayo, nigga, respect that.
Yeah,
shit.
shout out to the man. Yeah.
Tony
Yeah.
Yayo,
Respect this shit.
Respect
Like,
that, bro.
Like, look,
Lloyd Banks.
there's Pac, there's Hov, there's Big, there's Drake, Kanye, and then Wayne is like in there, depending on if you think he's better than Biggie or not.
Eminem is better than I think Eminem is more influential than Lil Wayne.
No, I'm sorry.
I kind of see why you would say that, but I just don't agree. I see why you say that.
He's not better than Wayne, fam.
How many white rappers are there really?
It's just somebody that single-handedly is on a lot of top rappers top 10. Lil Wayne is not on top rappers top 10 like a Eminem is. Like other rappers don't herald Eminem. Young niggas between 25 and 35 herald Lil Wayne like that. But other rappers, like monumental rappers, ain't looking like it was a point where they was like, oh, Lil Wayne is kind of like, you know, one of the first littles. That's not a good thing per se, bro. That's part of
what you mean. Wayne had Jay-Z shaking in his boots. Hold on, let me get back in there. You know what's going on here.
And these rappers that you're talking about, Jay-Z stamped Wayne.
Yeah, that's after the fact. That's after he joined with Gilly.
That was in 05. That was in 05. That was in 05. He stamped Wayne. Like Nas has stamped Wayne.
That's after the fact. After his history, after he accomplished so much, you can't front all of the Wayne. But
they were doing that after Carter too. They were doing that after Carter too.
He wasn't automatically one of the top great. Like he's just because you also got to think that the top 5 things. What we got to do is we got to do errors, man. We got to do errors, man. Because once you say it's just you got to do errors, man. Because you can't be like. You know, like, oh, Lil Wayne is better than Kool G Rap, but he's better than Kool G Rap in certain aspects. But there's an era where Kool G Rap just made everybody rap a certain way. Rakim made people rap a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're not doing errors when you transcend.
You gotta do errors. You gotta do errors.
When you transcend them, you don't have to do them. Like Hov was here in the 90s.
Who's the rest of your top 5?
Yeah, I just named it. The nigga I named before it was Hov, Pac, Big, Drake, Ye, Wayne.
Safe ass answer.
It's not a safe ass answer.
Kanye's top 5 over Big Pun, over DMX.
What the fuck, nigga? Yes. Like what, fam? And we're not gonna do errors when you transcend errors. Hov was here in the 90s. He was here in the 2000s. He was here in the 2010s. He just hasn't been here in the 20s. Wayne, 90s, 2000s. 2010s. Drake, the tail end of 2000s, 2010, 2020s. Like when you transcend eras, you're gonna trump niggas who were just forced and pocketed in an era. Same thing with basketball. The reason why you put a LeBron here is because you know LeBron transcends the era. You know Michael Jordan transcends the era. You're not gonna put a fucking Bill Laimbeer anywhere because you are stuck in one. No disrespect to Rakim. No disrespect to Big Pun and them.
But it's also certain people, whether or not, you know, like they transcended a million eras, you have to understand that if it wasn't for them, you have to reconsider how hip hop would be today.
No, salutes you there, but it doesn't make you the best over these niggas.
That doesn't make you better just because.
But a lot of people, a lot of top rappers would put Rakim over Lil Wayne and would in greatest of all time.
Do you think somebody like a J. Cole is putting a rock over Lil Wayne?
That's a one specific.
Do you think Kendrick Lamar is doing it?
It depends.
Do you think Kendrick doing it?
Do I think that Lil Wayne is gonna be in the top 5 automatically? I don't know that.
Do you even think?
Man, your shit lagging like shit, boy.
Do you even think? What'd you say?
I thought it was me at first.
That's crazy. I mean, if he's not.
I know your internet. You in the cave again.
It is.
Your internet didn't fucking transcend the errors, nigga.
I kind of see what you mean when you're talking about, we have to like compare errors and shit.
The thing is that you niggas is young, and there's nothing wrong with being young. So you experience hip hop as it does matter because you don't understand what Rakim did. I don't even think Rakim is not in my top 5. But he would be before Lil Wayne to me. Wherever my list, you
think his influence is enough to put him in the top 10?
Bro, people were rhyming like hip hop, a holiday, like they was rhyming stupid.
Is there anyone rapping like that now? Is there anyone rapping like that in the last 25 years?
No, what he's saying is Rakim was Rakim wasn't doing it. People were doing it. Rakim came in and revolutionized it to where niggas got to actually be rapping.
He did something different, but did anyone emulate what he was doing, or were they inspired by
millions of people like Nas, nigga, like Nas, J. Cole? You're not gonna tell me that J. Cole wasn't Kendrick Lamar. All these niggas is inspired by Rakim, bro. It's just you had to be there, bro. You had to be. It was a time when I was like, yo, L Cool J is God, nigga. When that nigga was like, I'm bad and I'm gonna crush you like a jelly bean. Like, you can't listen to that today and be like, oh shit, he's gonna crush you like a jelly bean. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You had to be there for the time.
So you're talking about it was mostly the feeling that it gave you when you were a child.
The way that we experience hip hop also it's tied into the memories and the way that we live according to the times that we listen to it. So I can't explain to you what Rakim did if you missed that whole era. So if you're 27 and you was born what in 1997?
I was born in 96 and 28.
You was born in 96, nigga. You was born and Tupac was dying, nigga. The fuck, nigga?
I like Biggie more. It's fine.
Yeah, but because Biggie got killed, he was frozen in time in a different way than other artists. That if he was alive and he would be like fucking 50 something right now, you wouldn't respect him the same way.
But there's a thing though with Biggie, his music today still hits like it did back then for me. I wasn't even born during that era. I could listen to 15 to 20 Biggie songs, specifically Biggie, from the production to his sound to his flows, everything still hits.
Shout out to Diddy.
So it's not like I'm just trying to hate on Rakim specifically. It's people back then that I still fuck with to this day. Their sound is timeless.
Yeah, so when you deal with Rakim, that nigga inspired Biggie. So they have
Rakim's sounds dated though. There's no one that sounds like that.
I 100% agree with you. But and I'm not just here to defend Rakim. I'm here to defend the ideas that we have to reconsider that it's really based on eras and not just I'm 27, so I grew up on Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne Mace is way better than Lil Wayne. But did he have 30 albums after he came in and killed shit for Diddy after Biggie came and he was running the world? No, he tried to do his God shit, so he left. But it was a time that the nigga was flawless. You know what I'm saying? And then Lil Wayne could look at him and be inspired by him.
You're saying he's better like rap wise, but when I think like best rappers of all time, I consider their discography. I consider the longevity of their entire
Biggie had 2 albums, nigga. That nigga died and he had 2 albums, nigga. That shit don't.
He has plenty of. If we were to do a Biggie versus Tupac versus, I would smoke. I'd smoke
with Biggie.
Yes.
Nah, that's not true.
And mostly because a lot of those songs still sound great today. A lot of those Tupac songs, outside of a few that I really, really like, they didn't age well. They're great songs.
Because you have to consider that you didn't live it at that time. So now that it's
I don't think I have to live it.
You didn't live it. You're an immigrant, so you don't really feel the black,
that
American.
Sounds crazy to me. Like I have to be there in person to really.
I'm an immigrant too.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's 100%. It's 100% what it is because now I can't explain to you, right? I can't say like, yo, man. First of all, I'm Dominican, right?
Yeah,
I'm Dominican. I came over here in like 1988, and I was introduced to Big Daddy Kane, Kool G Rap, Rakim, Public Enemy. I can't explain to you what that did to me, but I also know that, I like Dead Prez more than Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? I like Nas more than Rakim. You know what I'm saying? But there's people that grew up on that shit that they'll be like, nah, Rakim is the greatest rapper of all time. But my thing is that I'm being objective. So has Lil Wayne evolved music past where Rakim is? Yeah, because Rakim did his shit, but he also kind of did like a dated situation after a while, right? Where it's just like, yo, this is Rakim and this is how I sound and this is what I do. Mm-hmm. And obviously Lil Wayne came later and evolved the shit to something else. But could he really fuck with what Rakim did in certain ways? Not really. because he's just rhyming like other, not like other niggas, but he's rhyming dope like other niggas is rhyming dope. But that's the nigga that made the shit dope. That's the nigga that transcended the shit to the point that if that nigga wasn't there, if Cool G Rap wasn't there, if fucking KRS-One wasn't there, I can't explain
It been
to
bullshit.
you.
It been lottie-dottie. We like the.
Nah, you bugging out. That's Slick Rick, nigga. Slick Rick is also fired, nigga.
He's a Houston nigga. He don't know. He don't know.
Lottie-dottie. We like the party.
Listen, did y'all ever listen to the Great Adventures of Slick Rick, the whole album, like at one time?
I know DiFran likes to listen to those old
Nigga,
albums.
Rick Ross in my top 5. You think I listen to the whole Slick Rick album?
But that's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. So you know that you.
I'm not like that though. Nigga. I just don't listen to Slick Rick. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know what I'm saying?
I like Big Daddy Kane personally. I like Big Daddy Kane more,
but then it's
Yeah,
still
shut the fuck
DiFran,
up.
shut up, nigga.
The thing about me is I don't lie. Like, you know, certain niggas they want their hip hop carpool. They start lying. I love Big Daddy. Nigga, shut up. No, you don't. Stop lying.
I prefer.
You don't like
you like Yeet and like all these type of niggas. Like
that shows my versatility. Yes, I like Yeet.
No, that shows you don't really like them old niggas like that. Salute to
I'm
him.
an actual
I
hip
get
hop
what you're
historian.
saying. You talking about Rakim? Shout out to you, and y'all talking about Wayne. That's my influence. You got to think like, who would you have if it wasn't for Rakim? Like, if you look up who the Rakim influenced, right? You look at all the niggas from Wu-Tang. You look at Jay-Z, Nas. And you go, okay, who the Wayne influenced, right? You got like a lot of the Lils. It's like, you know,
yeah, that's
Young
not good.
Thug.
That's not good. I mean, Young Thug took mad long for people to really understand how talented he is, because that's also something that it's just, you know, like it's still levels of it that I don't understand. Like, why you got a dress on, but you're not really gay? Like, I don't really, it's just different things that people do that it's kind of like you fucking up your own legacy because you could really rap, nigga.
It's the same thing that you said. It's like you need more than just your rapping ability to make it at that level. You need to have some kind
but
of
you don't need to. That's who they choose to put there. You don't need it. Because what you're looking at is like, do you like the shit or not? And if you really love hip-hop, you have to judge it from that standpoint and not from the standpoint of numbers and what they put on in because Vanilla Ice sold 10 million albums. You know what I'm saying? He went fucking diamond before everybody else. It doesn't MC Hammer, like, there's a lot of people that you're like, what the fuck?
I still think numbers, it matters to a certain extent though.
Numbers, you have to, if you fuck with music and you're in the industry and you're trying to get on and you understand the inner workings of the industry, none of that shit is real, bro.
I know it's not real, right? In terms of like, okay, there's a whole bunch of like things you can do, bundles, right? You can have the label buy.
Even before then, you're dealing with, all right, so you're putting music on the radio. You're just trying to sell advertisement space. You're not really trying to mentally satisfy people. Like when people look at TV and they're like, oh man, these shows suck. They don't give a fuck what shows they put on. They don't give a fuck what songs they put on. They just want to sell the advertisement space in between the time. When you're on YouTube and it's fucking drill rappers and it's niggas, if you really think about it, all the little people, they fucked hip hop up. When you really think about it, from a skill level, from the skill set of like, because it's not about Rakim. Like, this shit evolved, so I'm not stuck in the past. I just
think it evolved for the worse, not for the better.
It's not even that it evolved for the worse. It's that it's a business, and the way you run a business is to do the things that, you know, the 85% of the population is deaf, dumb, and blind. So you're not going to sell intelligence, and they're not going to let an intelligent black person sell intelligence to other black people. You have to look at what hip hop is, bro. Hip hop went from like drug dealers to like, yo, bro, you don't think it's stupid that it's like, yo, bro, if you never been to jail, you ain't real. What? That shit only works in hip hop. There's no other jail records in any other type of music. Nobody considers like, yo, U2, you know what I'm saying? Like Metallica, y'all niggas never went to jail. You not legit. It's the prison to fucking the industrial system to prison to pipeline prison shit is real. They really do want you to say negative shit so you could be out here. If you're in Dominican Republic and you looking at hip hop and what's going on, you just think that black people all they do is sell drugs and they fucking criminals. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 Cent. Like they don't understand that 50 Cent is a genius. They just look like G Unit. Like his name is Gorilla Unit. Gorilla. Murder Inc. Def Jam. DEATH.
Stay woke, DiFran. Stay
Death
woke.
Row, nigga. Death Row. They're not selling you life.
Yeah.
They're selling you like, look how.
I mean, but that's
life
what
is.
sells. Right?
That's not what sells, because when I came to America, Run DMC sold, Rakim sold.
Back then, yeah, that was the
Public Enemy
conscious
sold.
era of hip hop. There was a conscious
No,
era.
but this is what happened when the shit first started.
In 1990,
They sold the shit, right? And
Right.
then they saw that it changed the consciousness of people. When I first came here, people was wearing African medallions. They was wearing fucking African type garbs. They was selling pro shit. And then Public Enemy was like, fight the power. And that was popular. They was like, nah, nigga. Niggas with attitude is what we like.
Yeah.
So let's sell niggas with attitude. And they made niggas with attitude popular. Niggas
So the
with
West Coast
attitude-
fucked it up.
It's not really about the West
That's
Coast
crazy.
selling. We're
That's
just
crazy.
traumatized. We're just selling our
I mean,
trauma.
ain't gonna
We're
lie,
selling-
we probably
We're selling our trauma, bro. It's not really. First of all, I love the West Coast. You know, I grew up on fucking Far Side. I grew up on fucking MC8. I grew up on all sorts of fucking Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre, all that shit it's not really about blaming people what it is, because we just live in our experience. And, you know, Ice Cube was 16 years old. He was 15 years old. He was 16 years old writing rhymes for Eazy-E, who's a fucking drug dealer, right? And they're like Ruthless Records. What's Ruthless? You know what I'm saying? Like everything just boils down to the same thing, and people are like just living out their trauma and making the best of the opportunities that they give you. But you really got to look at the people that's behind the scenes. Bad Boy Records, like all that shit. When
Cash money. All we care about is money.
Everything is just a negative situation. But when you look at the bigger labels, it's like Universal, is Arista, is Empire,
Sony. It's nice.
So
it's like, you know,
it's positive symbolism. You know
country music. They got Big Machine, who was Taylor Swift's label at one point.
It's nothing negative. So that when they put it on us and we just live in our existence and we think we're being cool, you also got to think about how we use slang, crack, dope. This shit is crazy. Like every language, like language, hip hop is double meanings. Everything is double meanings in hip hop. So when you listen to the shit, to us, we're just being creative and we switching the shit and we doing what it is. But to white people, they're listening to it and look at these niggas. They're celebrating their own death. They're calling themselves niggas. They say we can't use it. We said that shit to put them down. Now they're doing it themselves. I don't even need to say it. You know what I'm saying? As a white person, I don't need to say it because I train these niggas so much that they're calling themselves that. And now they can't even fucking stop. And now they're just a bunch of niggas.
What do you think about the rap scene in Houston compared to the rest of the U.S.?
I think that everybody's just living their existence. It's just they're living their
I
trauma.
asked you, what do you think of the Houston rap scene compared to the rest of the U.S.? Do you think it's?
I think
better?
that everybody is just telling what they see, nigga. I'm not gonna sit there and say is anything else that they're doing something wrong or they're doing something right. People are just telling their experiences. You know what I'm saying? So when people be like, "Yo, New York this, New York that," that's what the fuck we grew up on. It's millions of people in New York living on top of each other. It's mad fucking projects. It's mad trauma everywhere. It's a certain type of situation. Then you go down south and people are friendlier and they do certain things to where they, you know, people are like, "Yo, why down south niggas get along and niggas in New York don't do that?" Because it's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? But they also capitalize on the fact that they could switch hip hop into certain eras where now my whole life I'm like, yo, I'm trying to be this hardcore New York rapper. And next thing you know, the next era is down south. So all those people is obsolete. And now you have people just saying, no disrespect to down south people, just like lower intelligence, a way of how they communicate. No, Isn't that what happened with hip hop? Isn't that what they said happened with hip hop? Like
I'm
down
from
south,
Cali, so I
hip-hop?
can't speak on that. I'm not from the South. I'm from
What
Cali,
they did with Cali? They capitalized on the gang life.
Yeah.
And they just push it like there's no regular people that's not in gangs in Cali.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like everybody.
Yeah, you got people like Wardo.
I'm a civilian. I'm a taxpayer.
That's what I'm saying. You got regular people that's not. That's what I'm saying. That's why West Coast never really embraced Tyler the Creator until obviously recently when it, behooved people to, kind of embrace Tyler the Creator as a West Coast artist. But because he was weird, nerdy, anime type of guy, and that's another side of Cali.
When it boiled down to it, they just try to look at what's going on now. Stripper bitches run hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You think that's coincidental? No, they stripper bitches like, I like Cardi B.
I get it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just.
I wouldn't say run though. I wouldn't say run.
I mean, they probably make more money than a lot of people, like Sexy Red and other people that's skilled rappers.
I feel like perception is reality a lot of the times with that because I don't think they're making as much money as people make it out to be.
But it's just who they put it in the forefront of it, and you have.
I can see if you say like, who do you think is more visible, especially for newer artists?
Who they push more? Who does the machine push more? And who do they give importance to and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we was in the 90s, in the early 2000s, could Cardi B be a fucking one of the biggest artists? You know what I'm saying? Could Sexy Red be a big artist like that? Could Sukihana and shit and them people be these big artists? But that's what I was
supply and demand, honestly.
It's not supply and demand because it's the same thing that I was saying before with J. Cole and shit like that. It's just whoever they put there is the fucking demand, bro. Whoever they put there, whoever people see on the big shows, whoever they see get all the views, because now they control the views on YouTube. Whoever get the most views, it's who the fuck who people are gonna gravitate to.
Do you think there would be a Sexy Red without Megan Thee Stallion existing?
Look at Megan Thee Stallion. She's not even good.
Okay, but would there have been a Megan Thee Stallion without Cardi B?
It's just an evolution of what it is. It's like let's push
there's
women.
A demand for those type of
in
the industry, not from us. The industry.
From who? Well, who the fuck is the industry trying to sell it to? You.
Exactly what they portray.
They're trying to sell it to you, so they think that you want to see bitches shaking their ass rapping.
I don't think men are the majority of their fan base. I think it's still women. So women are the biggest consumers. So I think it's still for them.
Yeah, but what do? You're gonna take your girl to the fucking show by default. You're gonna somehow support that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now, how many niggas are doing that?
But what are you liking her pictures on Instagram? You're making her look more famous than she might be.
But I would never purchase a ticket to their concert.
It don't matter. They're making money other ways. That's why they
in 360. The women might because they can relate.
They in 360. They just need you liking the pictures. They get the brand deals. They don't need you to.
The audience is not tailored for me. It's tailored for the ratchet. You know.
But you said Lotto had the best album of 2020. So you consume the women music.
I think Lotto on that album.
He said, "Oh my god."
I like
Lotto on that album.
I like
she
Lotto,
was different on that album. Now she's kind of feeding more into like the whole ratchet shit. But on that album specifically, that was like it was a lot more rapping. It wasn't just pussy talk 24/7. That album was different.
I just think that we have to be cognizant of the fact that it's not organic. Well,
I know it's not, especially not nowadays. Everything's marketing, bro.
Now you can look at it like, they control the views, but if somebody go on YouTube and people just gravitate to them, they gravitate to them. So it is more organic because when you deal with people like DJ Academics and shit like that, right? Like, wasn't people like, yo, fuck Academics, he's ruining hip hop, and now he's like the biggest media star in hip hop. You know why? Because he's the only person that gave a voice to those artists that the older artists was like, man, fuck all these new niggas, fuck these YouTube niggas, fuck these niggas, fuck these drill rappers, fuck everything. And he was like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna continue to cover that shit because it's evolution. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing with No Jumper. Like he's kind of like godfathered into the internet shit. No, but he was doing the X interviews first. He had the Juice WRLD interviews first. He was like Academics was covering the people, like as far as talking about them. But Adam was the one that was interviewing all these people first. That was getting that big.
He had the budget, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. But he was in like a perfect situation. He was in LA on Melrose, so it's like accessible to all these people to come through. But it's like, I'm saying what you're saying. It's like all the people were like, nah, fuck these new guys. They were like, no, come over here. And now they're like, 4 million subscribers.
Where
whatever.
will we be? Where will hip hop be if nobody covered the new people? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't disconnect in a way, and that's why these younger kids, that's why hip hop is where it's at, because there's no connection with the older era. They don't want to rap like Rakim. They don't give a fuck about acquiring skills. Like you could be over
era
here.
has been shitting on the young people forever, so it's like.
But it was always like that. You know what I'm saying? Because Run DMC, they were shitting on fucking Grandmaster Caz and the people before them. And then when fucking Wu-Tang came, they don't give a fuck about niggas from the 88 and 87 and 86 as much. Everybody lived their own era. And our parents, when I'm listening to fucking Run DMC, they think that shit is fucking crazy. So to think back, right? To think back now, like, yo, man, y'all niggas thought Run DMC was crazy? The fuck y'all talk about? They the cleanest.
I fuck with King of Rock, bro. Ain't gonna lie.
I love Run DMC's my man. I just put out a song with him.
That's one of those artists, again, back then, that their music still sounds quality. It's timeless. Not every artist was like that back then, but certain were. And those are the artists I would put in my top 20, top 25, right? But not to say that every artist back then, you just had to be there. It's like,
no. But when you had within the scope of that, right?
Like shit is just undeniable.
Like DMC's my man, right? And he'll tell you himself, like, nah, man, I can't fuck with Rakim and Chuck D. You know what I'm saying? So there's levels of knowing that I might have been bigger than Chuck D and Rakim as Run DMC being like the Michael Jacksons of hip hop and being the first niggas doing certain things that a lot of people didn't do. But the level of skill that they had, they still would be like, nah, man, I'm not fucking with Cool G Rap though. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just because they was there and you had experience it. It still was better people than other people. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about like a KRS-One, a Cool G Rap, and a Rakim, bro, you have to consider that those people made all the other people, made the Jay-Z's, made the Biggies, made the Wu-Tangs. And then when Wu-Tang made them, they made the 50 Cents, and then they made the Mobb Deeps, and they made all these other things. And it's just, you can't be 28, right? And say like, nah, man, Lil Wayne, no.
I'm sorry
man.
if they do it. I'm just saying, if a person that, let's just say hypothetically, if a person that makes this other artist, if that artist surpasses what the person that made them does for a longer period of time, I'm sorry, I have to look at that differently now.
But you also got to, all right, so LL Cool J was like hot for like 15, 20 years. You're not putting LL Cool J in this shit. It's more.
He's in my top 20 for sure. Absolutely. For his sound, Ja Rule, LL. Probably wouldn't
Ja Rule?
Yeah. In my top 25. In my top 25, yeah.
So did you have Drake in your top 5?
He's number 1.
Drake,
but I'm saying there's no
that's
LL.
What I'm saying. There's errors. There's gotta be errors. You
can't
have Drake and Lil Wayne in your top 5 and not be biased. Of all time?
I had Wayne at 4. He's at 5 now. Yeah, of all time.
Nigga, it doesn't even matter if it's 4, 3, or 2.
You want to know my 6 through 10? I'll tell you my 6 through 10. My 6 through 10 is.
You gonna say some politically correct shit? Go ahead.
No. I think I had 50 at 6. I had Nas. No, I had Nas at 6, 50 at 7. I think it was Biggie, Pac, and then I had Kendrick Lamar.
You almost just said errors, nigga. That's like the era before then. So it's just
it's kind of like it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not just like I'm kind of picking from the younger crop. It's kind of like even. I feel like it's really balanced. It's
but you put a number behind
Biggie, Rakim, I'm sorry.
You want me to, hey, Marco Polo, we did this in 2023. You want me to tell Wardu's real top 10, not the fake shit he just tried to tell you? I can give you the real top 10.
List can't change.
He posted it on Twitter. I can give you the real top 10.
My opinion can't
give me the top 10. I want to hear
that. Just be mindful. I was telling the truth. I had Drake, Future, Ross, Kanye, J. Cole, right? But let me just tell you his. Drake, Kanye, Jay-Z, Wayne, 50 Cent, Future, Rick Ross at 7. She was talking about Rick Ross. Well, he wasn't talking about Rick Ross, but Rick Ross at 7, right? He didn't put the top 10. He just put to 7. But then we get to top 15. He got Meek, Nicki, Young Thug, 21 Savage, Lil Baby, Lil
I'll
Uzi
change
at 20. Where
I
do you
would
hear L Cool J? Do you hear L Cool J any of that?
Y'all
Kodak at
niggas-
21.
My list can't change.
Tupac at 22. He has Kodak Black over Tupac.
My
You
list
looking
can't
at the
change.
list right now?
I'm looking at the
My
list
list
right
can't-
now.
My list can't change.
He got
that was a
Kodak Black
whole-
over
That was a
Tupac.
whole 24 months ago. My list can't change.
Yo, niggas at
That's
24.
fine.
Tupac been dead for like 2 decades, nigga. Why would he change anywhere?
I don't know. I just know I had Biggie in the spot for sure because I feel like Biggie's music.
He got
I can
Andre
name.
3000 at 50. He got YG over Andre 3000.
YG? Oh, wow. I don't even fuck with Andre 3000.
I stand on that.
That's
I'll stand on that for
disrespectful.
sure. I'm a West Coast
YG?
nigga. You talking to a West Coast nigga. So, yes, I have YG over a nigga that was in a group. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Damn.
My
that's
Crazy Life was a
That's-
classic album. And his sound.
We have to learn the difference
Influence.
between people that we like personally and the best.
To be
of
fair,
all
this was
time.
a
It's two
personal
different
list. These were personal lists.
It's
To be fair,
personal, but I have reasons why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm a West Coast nigga. YG is probably one of the cornerstones as far as like the sound. Of
why you
West
got 21
Coast.
Savage over Tupac?
So you think YG is better than the game?
No,
Now he a game at 30.
I should have had him higher, honestly.
It's just a little biasness, but it's cool.
He got
We're
two-
all
he
kind
got-
of biased. We're all kind of
He
biased.
got Tiger over Andre 3000.
Tiger.
Tiger's
I value
over YG.
longevity.
Tiger 45.
I value longevity,
Tiger.
consistency. Yeah,
I don't trust
Damn.
your list. I don't
You
trust
don't
your
trust
list at all.
I don't just
trust
base
your
it.
list at all.
I don't just base it off of rapping ability.
Tiger.
He got the baby at 35.
I don't just base it off of rapping ability. I don't. There's a lot more than just he can rap really well. No, like
No, but it's more.
consistency,
But
longevity,
more than.
influence.
But you're really dealing with the present. You're being biased towards the present of what's going on. It's exactly what I'm saying. It's like you have to live it before you say like, "Yo, little baby." Like, nigga, you ever heard of Big Pun, nigga? Like, what the fuck?
I've heard of Big Pun, but his discography isn't big enough as the artists that I've named. Because I value
Capital Punishment is a
discography.
classic album, though.
I value discography. I value influence, consistency, longevity. You
Let
don't
me ask
really
you.
have that.
How about Big L?
Big L, I give him his rapping ability was there. The discography, even compared to Big Pun.
Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous. You ain't fucking with it?
I was more of a Big Pun.
DiFran, you don't fuck with that shit, man. You over here.
Man,
fucking
come
pseudo.
on, man.
Nigga said, that lifestyle of the point dangerous. Nigga, they 3 songs on that album, nigga.
That's why he got his camera off, because he know he lying, bro. That's why he got his camera off.
He's over there
Lifestyles
Googling.
of the
Nigga,
Poor
don't
and
lie, bro.
Dangerous. Man, come on. You ain't fucking with that one?
Nah, bro. I'm not. Yo, let me tell you something about Big L. I love Big L, but some people are judged off their potential instead of what they actually did. Because when we dealing with certain things, like the big picture, the nigga was dead when that shit came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
but-
And it was records. He had old records that wasn't really that they put that on there just because he wasn't around no more. And he was just so monumental that's like, yo, this shit is fire. But when he was around, was niggas talking like that? It was different. He was definitely nice. But is he like legendary Big L? Like he died with more potential than what he was able to put down, even with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what that third album would have sounded like.
Might have been
I've heard
trash.
enough. That's the thing. but
Life
I've heard
After
enough.
Death was crazy though, compared to Ready to Die. So you see the evolution. You're like, yo, this nigga's the greatest. But it's also just 2 albums, and then fucking nobody really talks about Born Again. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I mean, well, I'm biased, I guess.
You listen to that shit?
I listen to everything Biggie.
I don't know, man.
Like I said,
mean,
if
you
we
got-
were doing verses with Biggie and Pop, bro, I'm watching Tupac. Right?
I don't think so. I think Tupac has made he was just too prolific as far as his quantity compared to Biggie, to where if you don't like, and you from Cali, so that's crazy.
But that's the
But-
thing. I feel like Biggie's music just aged way better than Pac's. I understand like the messaging, the conscious shit, you know, like I get it, but it's like Biggie has that. And
Let me
he
tell
has
you.
full
Let me
vision,
tell you.
too.
Nobody really talks about "Give Me the Loop." Nobody really
What?
talks about "Friends of Mine." Niggas don't
Huh?
really talk. from like Ready to Die. They don't really
People talking about give me the loot.
What?
Who
Give me the
fuck
loot?
who's out here listening to Give Me the Loot, nigga?
That must just be a
Me.
New York thing. That must just be a New York thing. I don't know.
What do you mean?
That was one of the. That was probably one of
I
the. most-
listen to Give Me the Loot because I'm on some New York shit. But
Give Me
overall
the
in
Loot
hip hop,
Warning, Ready to Die. Like one more chance. Like
no, you talk about. I said
Juicy,
friends of
Everyday Struggle, Big Papa, Respect, Unbelievable.
Nobody
Friends
talks
of
about
Mine.
Everyday Struggle. Nobody talks about that song. Nobody talks about Everyday Struggle.
The
And
only everyday struggle we
they're
talk about
probably
is Joe
not
Budden
Biggie fans,
academics.
and that's fine. They're probably not Biggie fans. That's fine. Just like what you
No.
saying, I'm hating on Lil Wayne. I'm probably not a Lil Wayne fan. I am, but just like what you would say, I must not be a Lil Wayne fan. I am. But
Machine Gun Funk. Nobody talks about Machine Gun Funk.
Well, I didn't say that, but suicidal
Things
Suicidal
changed.
Thoughts. I done named like 10 songs off one. I named 12 songs off one project.
I think that Biggie is super prolific, but it's also
think-
like 4 or 5 songs out of the album makes classic albums for people. And that Big Papa fucking Ready to Die. Let me see. I'm telling you right now. One More Chance, Warning, Ready to Die to What? And people still don't push it like that. If you don't know, you don't know. Juicy, Unbelievable.
Come on, bro.
Niggas don't really talk about Respect. Niggas don't really talk about Friends of Mine or Me and My Bitch. I'm just saying.
I mean, there's plenty of songs I can do that for Pac though, but there's more for Biggie than Pac. Like Biggie's best 20 songs, I will put up against Pac's best 20 songs.
We got to do that one day, man. I got.
And I love Pac, bro. Like, nigga, To Live and Die. Like, hey, like, I fuck with Pac, bro, but his music just don't age well. It's great. It's good music, but it just the production is just didn't age.
But that's also a thing. He just, Biggie had better, tighter production, and Tupac was just rhyming to anything, and he created certain things that no matter what the production is, it's just timeless.
Like,
So like, bro, they got a baby and all them shit. Them shits ain't like super fire, crazy beats.
Yeah, but those are still fire songs, though.
But that's what I'm saying. But you got Biggie and you got somebody that's like a production driven, and that's what.
But he also has songs like that too, though.
All right, man. Fuck all that. What's the top 5 albums all time, Marco Polo Vision? What's the top 5 albums?
The top 5 albums of all time.
And the Carter 6 first week sales projection actually.
First of all, I gotta put
121.
I gotta put
Not
Dead
good.
Prez. I gotta put Dead Prez. Let's Get Free.
Okay.
If y'all niggas don't know Dead Prez,
We can't even have a conversation.
That's a
Let's Get Free right there. That album right there changed the whole fucking game, bro. That's to me, as far as like a rapper influencing me and shit that I like to rap about, how I like to rap. When I first heard Let's Get Free, I was like, damn, these niggas is crazy. Slick Rick, The Adventures of Slick Rick, right?
Okay.
And I say that 'cause that's one of these things that is just one of the first things that I was just like from beginning to end. That shit is crazy. And if you go listen to that right now,
you like Children's Story?
Children's Story, Treat Him Like a Prostitute, Lick the Balls. There's just mad shit on there that is just like, and I don't even listen to that shit no more. But it's like the best albums that I think for that set different things for hip hop that people look at and they inspired by. That's got to be on there.
Hip Hop Police, all that shit. I get it.
With Biggie, it's questionable because Ready to Die is fire, but Life After Death, I think, was like Biggie's better album.
Yeah,
like more evolved, better skilled, better production, just so many songs, and then he fucking died. So that, So let's say Let's Get Free, Treat Him Like a Prostitute. I'm gonna fuck your head up right now. The Score.
Oh,
Fugees.
Hey, I'm not mad at it.
Don't
man.
make
It's
faces,
a great album.
nigga.
It's a great album.
Don't make faces, young nigga.
The Score's a
Don't
great
make faces,
album.
young nigga.
Top 5
Do not
albums
make-
of all time.
Of all time, bro. Of
No,
all
Score's a great
time, bro.
album. Score's
Of
a
all,
great
you
album.
have to listen to it, bro. The
I can tell you're
Fugees-
from a certain era. I get it.
It's not even about a certain era because I could tell you other albums. That's. But I'm talking
I'm not
about.
saying it's a bad album, but it's like
It's a
all
certain album.
albums ever to exist.
You gotta listen to it. You never heard it. You're looking at it like you're like, what you talking about? I know you never heard it. Yeah, he's laughing.
He never heard it.
Screen off,
He
man.
never
He's
heard it.
He's over there googling.
Now I'm eating the damn. Goddamn, I'm eating the cheese stick. Give me a second.
The score by Fugees, right?
The score
you never heard the score by Fugees?
I've heard the score. I haven't listened to it, though, but I've heard of it.
Bro,
you haven't listened to it.
Nigga said I've heard of it.
But you ever listened to the score?
Nigga, bro, I wasn't even born when it came out.
Mark, we even had this. You listen to all the Tupac shit. You listen to the Biggie shit. What are you talking about?
This nigga done named all his greatest albums of all time are all in like the 90s, bro.
I'm not.
He 45.
I'm 45, nigga. I'm 44. I'm about to be 45. Let me see.
Give stuff for the 2000s. What about Nelly Sweat and
At
Suit?
least the late 90s. God.
Nigga said Nelly. Nigga, never. Never, bro.
Man.
Let me see something from the late 90s, from the 2000s.
Chicken and beer.
At least the late 90s.
I'm just thinking about at a time when albums was really like it even mattered to put a whole album together and be like, yo, this shit is fire, the whole album. But also like Only Built for Cuban Link, that shit was fire, bro. Raekwon, that shit was fire. And it's funny that he went to Raekwon earlier. But let me see, was newer stuff.
Liquid Swords, it's crazy.
That was fire, but that's not my top. But that shit was fire. All of Wu-Tang the first when everybody like ODB first album, Ghostface first album, the Wu-Tang first album, Raekwon first album, Ghostface second album, Jizza album. All them shits is they could, according to what you like, those could be one of your favorite albums of all time.
What about a group? You just said the score, so I guess that's the group. What about Midnight Marauders? You like that album?
Nah, I don't really fuck with Tribe Called Quest that much.
Okay, you ain't fucking with Tribe, all right.
Yeah, they cool, but it
was
wasn't.
Mobb Deep. I can't remember the name of the album. What about
Mobb Deep? They first album, 41st Side, whatever the fuck. That shit was good too. I could put that on there, but I don't. Let me see.
Warder don't even know what we talking about. He like, who are these people?
Lauryn Hill album, that shit was crazy too, though. Lauryn Hill.
Damn, she get 2 in the top 5, huh? She get a little part of the Fugees, then she get on. Okay.
Yeah, but that shit was fine. And I'm not even putting in the top 5, but I'm just naming like really good albums in general.
What's your top 5 though? Do you have a top 5?
He only need one more. He gave a couple.
Let me see.
I thought he was just naming.
No, Dead Press definitely. Ready to Life After Death definitely. The Score definitely.
Get Rich or Die Trying. Come on.
I fuck with 50 Cent, but he's not on my top like that.
I feel it. Long live the Kane.
He's better than Rick Ross. No, nigga. Fuck out of here. You
don't fuck with Big Daddy Kane? I fuck with Big Daddy Kane, bro.
I love Big Daddy Kane, but that's not my favorite album, my top 5 though. I put Slick Rick.
Another artist where his music aged a little bit well compared to everyone else that came out that same era.
I feel different, but I don't want to talk about it because.
What about Illmatic? What about Illmatic? That's everybody else got Illmatic in there. What about Illmatic?
I like Illmatic, but I like it was written better though.
Hey,
so that's how I was.
I'm right along with you.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah.
Cause I think it was written. First of all, that's like the first super producer album with a whole bunch of super producers, and Nas was just more super lyrical on that shit than the first. Even though Illmatic, on any given day, you can put both of those albums if that's how you feeling. But I would say it was written before I put.
I'm trying to
Illmatic.
find an album that you might put in it. What about All Eyes on Me?
I put All Eyes on Me on there. I'm over here naming albums that I boosted, that I went to the store and I fucking stuck in my fucking coat and bounced at that shit and fucking got caught sometimes for stealing that shit more than once. I got caught stealing the Score, so I'm like, damn, man, that album means a lot.
Capital Punishment?
Capital Punishment is another one. You know what I'm saying? Capital Punishment is definitely another one.
What about Finally Rich?
Stop, nigga. Just stop.
What the fuck?
DiFran, what's your top 5 actually? What's your top 5?
What's that?
You know Chief Keef.
Chief Keef. You don't know Chief Keef, bro. He was like 35.
I know Chief Keef, but I never.
Yeah,
Chief Keef
I don't even
like,
expect like that. It's
Chief
Top
Keef,
albums of all time: My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
I agree.
Good Kid, Mad City,
That might be in mine. Might be.
Good Kid, Mad City.
y'all niggas is young.
I'm gonna
bro.
try to. I'm gonna pull some out the. I'm gonna pull some out the ethos, right? I'm gonna pull some out the.
Oh shit,
You
Jay
didn't
Dilla.
expect this one.
Jay Dilla. Donuts.
Take care. We got Take
What?
Care. We got Take Care. We got Good Kid, Mad City. We got that one.
I'm not mad at any of these picks. By
I'm
the
gonna
way.
throw in left field. Right? I'm gonna throw in.
Uh-oh,
It's
Rick
probably a really
Ross.
tough. I'm gonna throw one in there. I'm gonna say
shit.
out of the older albums, if I was to pick an older album that I really like the most, I would say
Teflon Don.
2001 by Dr. Dre. I'll throw that in there for you.
You do not
I'll throw
believe
it
that,
with Dr.
nigga.
You don't even know. You don't
You
even
did
know
not
4
believe
records
that,
on that.
nigga.
Name 4 records on that
Man.
album right now for $1
Come
million.
on,
Nigga.
don't do that. You said for how much?
For $1 million, nigga. No googling. Close your eyes.
No
nigga.
googling. Still Dre the Watcher.
Nah, this nigga
Shit.
Google.
Explosive. I don't even look. I'm looking all around the damn room. I'm not even looking at that thing.
The
Fuck
Watcher wasn't
you,
on
big
that, though. The
egos.
Watcher was on
Watcher
Jay-Z
was on
album.
2001. You even know what
This
you're
was on
talking
Jay-Z
about,
album. You talking about Jay-Z song, The Watcher?
bro. It was on 2001. Look at the track list right now. What are you talking about?
Because you're cheating. Look at what
No, I said no. I said you look up the track list. I ain't say I look up the track. I said you look up the track list right now.
That was on Jay-Z album.
Look up the track list
What?
for 2001.
The Dr. Dre, right? 2001.
Yes.
That came out in 99, right?
Come on, man.
You don't believe that, but I'll let you ride. Well, what's your fifth one?
The documentary.
I'm not mad at that. Salute. Good game.
Why the fuck does it have The Watcher on there when that's what
Listen, yeah, listen, if y'all don't even know what y'all talking about, please don't try to don't talk.
got it.
Don't, you know what
You
I'm
don't
saying?
know about our era, man. You don't know about our era.
All right,
You
Warder,
got it.
you got give me your 5. I gotta go to bed. What's your 5? I gotta go to church. What's your 5?
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Okay, don't copy me now. Come on.
Well, that's like undeniable. Dark Twisted Fantasy. I'm trying to think. Get Rich or Die Trying. Life After Death for sure. Nothing Was the Same.
Okay.
And
Country
College
Grammar.
College Dropout.
Oh, Kanye got 2 on there?
Nigga, you already know what time it is, bro. Come on.
You said College Dropout?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's classic. Is it not?
Marco, what about Country Grammar? You gonna put Country Grammar on there?
College
I
Dropout
would've
not a
put-
classic?
I would have put Nelly nowhere, bro.
Damn, you don't fuck with that's Diamond. That's a cultural.
that's a Diamond
shift.
album, though.
Massive.
He don't care about
Massive.
sales. DiFran, he don't care
that
about
was a
sales.
massive-
Because MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice, nigga, like that.
Those are great albums.
Are they?
Yeah.
They are, yeah. They are.
Yo, you heard what's his name? From the fucking Lunatics.
You talking about what's his name?
What's his name?
Sean Murphy. Is it Sean Murphy? Sean Lee? What's his name? Sean Murphy? Is that his name?
Murphy Lee?
Yeah, Murphy
No.
Lee. That's his name.
Not Murphy Lee. What's the other nigga name? He said he wrote all that shit for Nelly.
People
Nelly ain't this, like, lyricist ass
they disgruntled employees, man.
I don't look
know
at
what
Nelly
they're
for
talking
lyrics, though.
No, but
What's
it's
that?
like it's known that he wrote that and he's trying to sue him for that shit.
Okay, if Ja Rule had his shit written by someone else, I wouldn't care.
You like Ja Rule like that?
Always
I do.
there when you call.
I love LL. I love Ja Rule. I love Drake, obviously.
Hey, do you like MF Doom?
He's okay.
Okay, appreciate
Rest
that.
in peace to that man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But I never was like, oh my god, MF Doom. I never was like that. But there's a lot of people that have talent that I just don't gravitate to like that personally
DiFran
because
going
of
through all
give
the
a style.
videos he used to do where he used to react to all the old albums.
Doggy Style not on the top. Oh, we got
Yeah,
Doggy.
you know what? I gotta
Jay Z album. No Jay Z albums on top.
No, I gotta put because you know what it is though. You also gotta be like, damn, out the blue. I just gotta think of all these fucking albums that I heard in my whole lifetime. Because Reasonable Doubt could be on there. Doggy Style definitely could be on there. I would put Doggy Style on there before 2001.
Let me help y'all out right here.
I'm not mad at that.
Fuck it, we
I'm not mad
already
at
here.
that. Slick Rick, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick is the 10th greatest hip hop album of all time, according to
Let me
Billboard.
help y'all out a little bit. Feel me?
That album is fire. You gotta listen to it, man.
I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow.
Slick Rick, that whole album, and you're gonna feel different about it because you're like, what's this old school sounding ass nigga doing? But at that time, that shit ruled, man. Like Mona Lisa, man. Like it's just a lot of things on it. Treated like a prostitute.
I really want to say Super Duper Fly, but that's a personal.
Super duper fly.
You said Super Duper Fly?
I
Name-
clearly love a lot of
Name
crap.
5 songs. Name 5 songs.
I can't tell you,
All right.
but I love that album. That's a fact.
Nigga said Donuts.
Donuts. Donuts, yeah, you see that.
What you put? Like
Donuts with Jay Dilla.
stereotypical. Like what would you Google? Like how did these shits come
Greatest
up?
hip-hop
Greatest hip hop albums of all time.
Oh yeah. Stereotypical.
Hey, they got
shit,
Kendrick in there. It's another butterfly. Come on. Now.
stereotypical albums white people name to sound like they know hip hop.
Marco Polo Vision. Billboard did they top 100 rap albums of all time. You know what they have at number 29? All time, all rap, all ever.
What?
Number 29, top 30, Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy.
Well, who was it? Complex?
I would never believe
Billboard.
Billboard's list, bro. I would never look at their list and give it any credence. Like they always let niggas down, bro. All they worrying about is sales, bro. Niggas bought that.
Niggas bought that. Niggas would be
Niggas
buying
bought
all
that.
types of-
Cardi B, Privacy. Come on, man.
Nah, that was a great album though. What you mean?
The greatest 29th on 100 top. Come on, man.
Little Baby, My
It's
Turn
up
at
there.
100.
Little Baby, My Turn is
Okay, 100.
and that's a classic. That's a classic for sure. Is that not a classic?
I fuck with Little
Okay.
Baby, but I get
E40 and
E40.
Once you get to-
Baby.
once you get to 100, it's just hearsay, nigga. Like what the fuck?
It's too much at that point.
It's like how do you argue? We can't be stopped. That's my shit right there. Raising Hell. I'm just sound like an old nigga. We can't be stopped. Y'all gotta listen to that. That Ghetto Boy album.
1986. God damn, I wouldn't even.
Mama
thought of
Said
that
Knock You
part.
Out. I fuck with that one too, though.
The first time I ever see LL Cool J
Mama said
That's how-
was Deep Blue Sea.
I don't know. I like EPMD, but I don't know.
BG.
Chopper, you don't know Chopper City in the Ghetto? Boy, you from Cali.
They
I'm
trying to
from
be
Cali,
diverse.
bro. 3-6 Mafia.
Shout out
Whatever.
36 Mafia.
Culture.
I see cultures. That should be hot, way higher than that.
The way
They
higher.
just gotta put current shit too.
You see how Marco is like every South person. You got something
Right
to say.
there, that's why- no, but you know what? I like that culture shit though. I like that. But it's 100. I don't know. Fear of a Black Planet. I grew up on that.
Ice
Ice-T
T.
original game. That's my nigga too.
Shout out to Law and Order SVU.
No,
Law
shout
and
out
Order.
to his fucking monumental gangsterism that started mad shit. The Roots. All right,
Roots.
we out here.
It should be way higher.
Documentary
Yo,
86.
The game. If he wasn't such a dickhead, bro, he would be
Bro,
more
he's
higher
not-
on his list, bro.
How is he a dickhead?
He's always doing some bozo.
He do
shit,
weird
and
like
niggas-
stripper shit. Weird shit you
He
doing.
just. If he had a better
I don't
personality,
agree. Shout out to the
he'd still
game,
be on
bro.
top
Shout
of
out
the
to the
game.
game.
He make a lot of great albums, bro.
That's a legend. West Coast legend.
Get that shit the fuck up out of here.
West,
Nah,
West
whatever.
Coast legend.
Diplomatic community.
MC
MC
Light.
Light.
All
Shout out
right.
MC
It's a
Light.
rock.
Queens. That's where I'm from.
It should be higher. Actually, this is the wrong album. Roddy Ricch.
Whatever, man.
Roddy Rich. Damn,
They
the
just be
80s.
trying
Shout
to
out to
put
Roddy
current
Rich.
shit. Roddy Rich. That nigga.
That's a
What
fire
happened-
album
what-
though.
What happened to Roddy
That's
Ricch?
fire.
What happened? to him?
It ain't connect. I think that it ain't connect. I think he got too
This is
comfortable.
way too low. I ain't
Astroworld.
It's way too low.
I'm surprised that wasn't in your top 5.
I like Astro World.
It's
That
in my
shit was
top
pretty
10,
good.
though. It's in my top 10. Mad Villain.
But they're also just dealing with current stuff. Mad.
Well, they got the old shit in there. They got
got the old shit,
1986
too.
8 ball MJG.
Oh yeah, but like, go ahead. Whatever, man. Get them out of here.
Cypress Hill. Shout out to
Okay.
Be Real.
Okay.
X. Okay.
Okay.
X.
Okay, I fuck
Okay.
with that.
X.
You fuck with X?
I fuck with X, bro.
Chief Keef. Finally rich. Shout out Chief Keef.
I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Redman, Muddy Waters. Okay.
I hate to sound like an old nigga, but that's a good album.
Tyler
What?
Creator. That's a great album. That's a great album.
That's great, but
It's a great album.
Love is Rage 2.
Lil Uzi Vert. I don't know about that one, but shout out.
That over Astro World is crazy. But
Most Def, Black on Both Sides.
Whatever.
Shout out to Most Def.
The Skews. Shout out Most Def. Pink Friday. This should be higher. Personally.
All right.
Shout
Okay.
out to Nicki.
The Throne.
They put on 69. They did that on purpose.
Watch the Throne. Okay, 68.
Whatever.
Carter 3.
Carter 3 at 67. They got Cardi B at 29. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Controversial.
She paid more money.
Cameron come home over with Carter 3. Okay, I guess.
Trap music.
You never heard that shit. That's a problem.
That's fine. I know it ain't better than Carter 3.
You listen
Trap
to
music.
Regulate over Carter.
Get it out of here, bro. Come on, man.
Right,
Regulate. Niggas don't even know
nigga.
3 songs from that shit.
I don't need to. I don't need to. Like DJ Quick. All right.
DJ Quick.
I'm a little biased. Okay, UGK.
Name 3 songs off that album. UGK. Shout out UGK in the building.
Okay.
Carter
2?
Carter
I mean, like,
3.
yeah. Don't put it over Carter 3. That's fine, I guess.
Yo, shout out to Bun B, man. That's my guy.
Ooh.
J. Cole. Okay. Forest Hills Drive. J. Cole in the building.
Better than
Okay.
Carter 2? Big 3. All right.
Nipsey? Okay. All right. I fuck
That,
with
that
Victory
album
Lap.
was fire, though.
That was, but I don't know about 58.
Victory
though.
Lap?
I don't know about 58.
What? Victory
That's
Over
Lap
all
is
of
fire.
it, bro. Over Carter 3, over Forest
Because you
Hills
know what
Drive.
it is they try to be like culturally
Yeah.
correct, and then they try to be current, man. When they did that, this is like this year.
It was written. No, this is like 2 years
That was
ago.
last
maybe.
year.
Yeah,
It was last year.
This was last year.
Yeah.
Giza,
they
Liquid
just trying to.
Stores,
They just white people trying to act like they know hip hop.
Stankonia,
Complex is the
whatever.
same shit too.
To Pimp, I guess.
DiFran's favorite album.
I guess.
This is way too.
Nothing was the same. See, that's a little. They
Okay.
did that on purpose. Putting
They
Drake
did
and
it on
Kendrick right
purpose.
next to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah. Got Kendrick right. Yeah. I'm doing
That's what started the beef.
I fuck with this one.
Common B.
Oh yeah.
Man, get
Like-
that shit the fuck out of here. Nah. I fuck with Common.
I'm about to say y'all hate on Common. What
Queen
Common?
Latifah.
Again,
Alright.
this is just-
Clean.
All right.
Nah, I
They
fuck
get
with
it.
Common.
Set it off.
Uh-oh.
Rick Ross, Teflon Don, Big Top 50.
The top 50
Bro, get that
album
shit
of
the
all
fuck
time,
outta
by
here,
the
bro.
way.
Top 50.
Lil Kim.
Lil Kim hardcore.
Exactly. Better than Rick Ross. Little
No,
Kim
that-
hardcore, nigga.
Don't even believe that. It's crazy. Big pun. Capital.
Okay, Big Punishment, Capital Punishment.
More fire shit.
Clips, Laura Willing.
Okay. They're not wrong yet. All this
Hey,
shit
I
better
thought
than
it
Rick
was
Ross.
A- I thought it was A Boogie.
Hey, Boogie is crazy.
Criminal Minded. That's just all right.
Beastie Boys. Okay,
Nah,
Paul's
get that shit the
Boutique.
fuck up out of here. I hate
Okay.
Beastie Boys, bro.
All right, maybe a little racist in there, but all right. Juvenile, 400
It's not-
degrees.
Yeah.
they just corny, bro. They just corny, bro.
Supreme
Go-
Clientele.
exactly. That sound about right.
This should be way higher. Actually, I
Jay-Z,
have this.
the Black. I like the Black Album. Shout out to the Black Album.
I got Black Album in my top 5 for sure. I'm tweeting.
They better have more Jay-Z albums.
This the
up
best
there.
Jay-Z album, Wardo?
In my opinion,
Nicki
it
Mad
is,
City
to me.
41.
All right. That works.
Good Kid. That should be higher, I guess.
Bone Thugs. Okay.
All right.
DS2.
Future DS2. Okay. Shout out to Future.
DS2.
Current.
Gangstar.
Gangstar.
Shout out to Gangstar.
Look, it's just like how do you go from Future to Gangsta? Like I don't get. I don't know, man.
I
It's
think
the
they have different
duality.
people that are like
Mac
Okay.
Millie, the Dunk Illuminati, the 7 Day Theory. Okay.
Okay. And Jesus.
This
Young
list
Jeezy.
must have
Okay,
been-
Jeezy.
That shit don't even make sense, bro.
L Cool J Radio.
I don't know, man.
Big Daddy Kane. Scarface to Fix.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Shout out to Scarface.
Reasonable
Okay,
Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt. Now we talking.
That should be a lot higher. This should be a lot
Drake,
higher.
Take Care. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Take
Okay.
Care.
To go.
Eminem,
Oh, wow.
Marshmallow's LP. Okay.
I feel like it's gonna be another Eminem album.
Invasion of Privacy. So Invasion of Privacy over Take Care, Reasonable Doubt, Marshall Mathers LP.
My God. Yo.
That's crazy.
What's the
Mobb
fucking?
How you go from Cardi B to Mobb Deep? That's crazy.
There
College
we go.
Dropout.
Get it right. Yay,
Okay.
Kanye West. Yes, formerly known as nigga. Get it right, nigga. I got it. Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Fugees.
Fugees.
See what I'm talking about? I know what I'm talking about.
Ready to die.
Okay.
Graduation.
Graduation.
2001.
2001. I told
Okay.
y'all. DMX.
See what I'm talking about?
They're gonna say Lauryn Hill.
Missy. Super Duper Fly.
Oh
see where
shit,
it's
top
going.
20. Hold on.
Public Enemy.
Okay. Y'all don't even know what's on the album.
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
NWA.
Straight
don't.
out of Compton. Dig that.
De La Soul. Okay. De La Soul.
So,
Ice Cube.
this shit just turned into real hip hop.
Kendrick. Damn. That's Kendrick's best album. Okay.
Hey, not gonna lie, I'm not mad at it. It should be a
Might
lot
be
higher.
damn. It's 14. 14.
This is crazy. That's fucking insane.
That probably was Kanye's best album though.
The Low End Theory.
Sure.
I don't really
Only built
see
for
what I'm
people
talking
with
about.
legs.
See what I'm talking about?
That's your guy, Raekwon.
Raekwon.
No, that album was fire.
It should be higher.
50 Cent. Get Rich or Die
Yeah.
Trying.
Slick Red.
You see what I'm talking about?
Slick Rick.
See what I'm talking about, man? These niggas know. These niggas know, man.
Jay-Z, The Blueprint.
Mm,
Paid in full.
Eric B. and Rakim. Paid in
these
full.
guys know, man. These guys know, man.
Doggy Style.
Snoop Dogg. Doggy Style.
See?
Let's see. All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me. All right, so I'm gonna predict top 5. Hold on. It's gonna be Outkast, Lauryn Hill, Nas, Biggie. Damn, I don't know who 5 is. I can't predict the other
There's
person.
gonna be an Eminem shit in there just because.
I can't predict the last one, but I know it's gonna be definitely
Gotta
gonna be
be
Biggie.
Lauryn
Definitely
Hill.
gonna be Lauryn Hill. Did I say Lauryn Hill? Biggie, Lauryn Hill,
I think Lauryn Hill
Outkast,
was 1 or 2.
Nas. Let's see. Go down. Let's see who the top 5 are. Be out.
Sir.
Right about the death.
Number
Not mad
5.
at it.
Okay, knew that. 4 is Outkast. Okay, I knew that. I would have said Speaker Box Love Below, but shout out.
I probably.
Oh
wow.
Lauryn Hill 3.
Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
I thought that was 1.
2.
Let me guess. Nas.
Oh, The Chronic by Dr.
Illmatic.
Dre.
Illmatic. At number 1.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
Illmatic.
Nas, bro. The fact that we can just predict what's
Illmatic.
enough, like we just know. We just
I didn't
knew
think
what
The
it
Chronic
was.
was gonna be number 2. I wasn't even thinking about The Chronic, but shout out to The Chronic.
The Chronic was good though.
Yeah.
That was a time. That was a time. But I would put Doggy Style there before I put The Chronic.
How they ain't have Port of Miami on here?
Because man, it's only you that like Rick Ross like that, nigga. You lucky he's in the top 50, nigga. He barely made it. He paid for that.
Then they put Big L's fucking album in there, man. Fuck.
It's not. Maybe it doesn't belong to him.
All right, man.
All
I'll
right,
put
y'all.
him in.
Good stream. You know what I'm saying? Carter 6.
Yo,
was
if y'all
a 2 out of
clip
10.
this up, just cut all my J. Cole slander out of the program.
No, we definitely keeping that.
That's all I ask.
Definitely keeping that. Shout out to Polo for pulling up. You feel me? Shout out to DiFran.
Shout out.
Shout out to Shig Smooth.
We'll be back later this month, whenever that may be. But salute to y'all.